Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Tonight's game is Poppy Playtime, Chapter 5. It's March 17th, so you know what that means. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. I hope you're wearing green, or else you're gonna get pinched. You may think you're safe across the internet, but mark my words, I will find a way. I will find a way. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody! I wore some extra green. This actually might be a mistake. It's warm out, and I may get a bit too toasty in this, but I'm wearing a green blazer on a green t-shirt with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on it, and they're green. I like St. Patrick's Day. But how is everybody? I see over on Twitch, Extemporaneous was here first with a random Transformers check. Who is Goldbug, aka Goldfire? That's Bumblebee, upgraded into a cooler form. Vera will dispute whether it's cooler, but I think it's cooler, and I will defend him to my dying breath. But at one point, they briefly lost the rights to the name, and they called him Goldfire for a bit. Also, would you rather have a window seat or an aisle seat on flights? This is an easy one. Window seat. I feel like most of the time when I'm on a plane, I plan ahead to not need to use like the bathroom while I'm gone, so I don't plan on getting up. And if you're on the window seat, you can like lean against the wall and relax a bit more. So window seat. Extemporaneous with a lurk. Thank you for lurk, Extemporaneous. Oak says, hey, Longa! And then the whole command. Falling said, Oak, you weren't here for the first part of the last stream. We all missed you! Oak said, it's okay, this streak is alive. I still made it for the last hour. You did, but we were worried for a bit. Falling says, yeah. Overall, ba-ba-ba.
Logan's chill until he's hungry. Then it's quiet. He watches. If you don't move, you're safe, but one step and he locks on. Heavy footsteps getting closer.
It's gotta be the
Wait,
Jurassic Park T-Rex.
That's not Logan. That's a T-Rex.
I was right! T-Rex from Jurassic Park. I feel like half the time I can't guess where Rukov is going with these, but I got those. Thank you, Rukov, for the 10 bits! Thank you. Over on YouTube, Katrina was here very early, saying hello with a bunch of exclamation points, a bunch more exclamation points. Why is slow mode on already? I didn't realize was. I'm sorry. Saying I'm watching this on my PC this time. Lol. When is it gonna start? Let's go. I don't think I have ever seen a human being this excited to see me before. So thank you, Katrina. And then 3 pops in and says, hello, Katrina. Katrina says, hi, 12 more minutes. Yay, 9 more minutes, 7 more minutes. 6, 5, 4, 3. Why am I the only one that is liked so far? Lol, probably because I hadn't started yet. But, and then a 2, 1, 1 again, 0. Come on, start already. Well, thank you for your patience. Katrina, sorry it took a little bit of time. Katrina says, yay. Callie with a smile. Callie says, oh, sorry, I gotta go. I'm sorry, I will see if I can join later. Bye, Callie. Thank you for briefly being in here. Katrina says, please start. And then smiley face Frozy with a, wait, what emote is that? Is that the planet Earth? I can't even tell what that is. Is it a snow globe? And Katrina says, yes, hi. Frozy says, my profile's hair is green. Does that count? It does. That's why Extemporaneous is not getting pinched. If Crystal gets here tonight, she's not getting pinched. But the rest of you had better be wearing green. And then Frozy says, oh, and my username. Katrina says, I have a green sock. That is that good also? It's a single sock log. If you got green on, even if it's just a sock, that counts. So, I'm already behind in both chats. Let me give you guys the rundown of where we're at. So last time, we met Lily Love Braids, who is the owner of all this luxurious hair, who seemed to be Playtime Co.'s response to Barbie. And we spent most of our time just scrambling, trying to get to a tea party. Most of it was my fault because I became obsessed with this piano puzzle, and there was like an advanced version of it that I couldn't figure out, and I didn't want to advance without figuring out, and I never got it. But then the party happened, and the prototype showed up, and we finally saw the prototype, and he is not quite what I expected. In retrospect, I think somebody in the chat had previously mentioned something like a jester element and a comparison to Pomni, and he had a jester head, and his face looked like either Omega Flowey or a Vizipop character, like really trying hard with this guy. I'm not crazy about it. I don't like hate it, but I also feel like it's gotta be tough whenever you build up someone's appearance by not showing. There's a lot to live up to. And so I guess I don't hate it, but I'm not like, I wasn't like, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing ever. But we've seen him. And then Lily Lovebraids chased us, and we may have killed her, which is sad. Because she was kind of yandere, but maybe nice. She killed, what was her name? Ms. Gracie, who I hated, so she couldn't be all bad. So that's where we are at. Let's go ahead and load up the game, where we left off last time. It was literally like right after that we had killed her. We came into this room, so that was where we came from her death. I don't know if we can even go back in there. And so yeah, now we are. I always get worried every time I see a hallway because I feel like that means there's going to be a chase sequence. But we just had a chase sequence, a very frustrating and difficult chase sequence. So I think we should be safe for a bit. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat though, because I am already behind. But I had to at least load up the game so you guys could see it. Oh, is that Giblet? I can't tell if it is or not. I still don't like Giblet. I don't trust him. Oak says, if I'm not wearing anything, do I get pinched? Yes, but not until you put clothes on, because we're not playing Dispatch right now, so we're not allowed to have HR violations. Falling says, I wore green today, and my name is green, so I'm freaking invincible. Oak says, I can wield nudity as a weapon because if you pinch a naked person, you're the weird one. Well, I feel like you're both the weird one at that point. Falling says, I'll spare you some, don't worry. Shocked cat face. Oak says, Logan looks very bright today. Like more than usual? Falling said, next time, paint yourself green for the plot, Logan. Oh, I should have. I thought about doing a green overlay, like a filter on the screen, but that would like interfere with the game, so I didn't. Back over on YouTube again. Katrina said, oh, excuse me, I already read that. But Frulzy says, imagine if St. Patrick's Day made you wear yellow, and we'd see yellow shirt Logan. If only. Why were you so into yellow shirt Logan? I did that one time for you, and I help me understand the appeal, please. Katrina says, aisle seat is safer, I think. Crap. If that's true, I may have to switch to aisles because I am also paranoid about danger. Gabriella said he can't pinch me because I am wearing green. Good job. You understood the assignment, Gabriella. Katrina says, it okay. And Frulzy says, disco ball emoji. Okay, it's so small on the screen like that I use for the YouTube overlay, so I couldn't quite tell. But let's play a little bit. Chat, I will be back soon. And but let's have a look-see around here. So that didn't look like we can open it. Let's see. Oh, box is falling. Means there's something in there. No cracks on the glass, so we shouldn't be able to break it. Stop looking at me. Okay, obviously we're supposed to go down there, but can we... Okay, well if it's locked, we don't have to worry about what knocks over boxes because A, it can't get through a locked door unless it has a key. And B, I am not boxes. And so you cannot knock down me unless you have expanded your... Oh, it's Giblet.
Look, I told you I'm not a hero. Is she okay?
Poppy, I don't... Oh, okay, this is autopilot again. Kissy Missy! Oh, crap, yeah, that's right. Last time I forgot the prototype, like, broke her head.
How
Oh, but she's still alive.
bad is it?
It's not bad. You're still wonderful, Poppy. Oh, you're missing an eye.
You're gonna be okay, Poppy. We'll find a way.
Oh, I feel so bad for her. Like, legit, I feel terrible.
Giblet? Is that you?
He better not be her boyfriend. He does not deserve a girl like Poppy.
What did he do to you?
Well, now you both are missing an eye. Oh, you know what? Giblet can give you his last remaining eye. Then you'll have 2 eyes again. Solves everyone's
the things
problem.
they did to us. That doesn't have to be who we are. Look, the plan's still the plan, right? We need to find that secret backup.
I don't remember what the
Next
secret
stop is the
backup was.
tram here in reanimation.
Oh, so we finally made it to reanimation. I don't remember the plan. I'm sure Giblet explained it to me, but I try to not think about him as much as possible. Okay, that's a pressure thing. Let's have a look around here first. Oh my gosh, is that like muscle tissue underneath the porcelain skin? I think it is. Can we get in close and see? Oh, poor Poppy. It is. You can see like the sinews. I feel so bad for her. Give her your one working eye, bro. Be chivalrous. Be a gentleman. And then preferably die because I don't like you. Well, everybody's got like problems with the right side of the face. That is the unlucky side of the face, apparently. Well, let's, we're obviously gonna go through there, but let's have a look around the room first because there might be something else. Okay, we don't seem to be able to go down there because there's just stuff in the way. Can we move all these? Probably not. We can't get through there. Okay, so it is gonna be the vent. I'm being a sussy baka again. Pachow! Look what I did! Are you proud of me, Poppy? Oh man, you can see like right into that socket. I feel really bad for her. I'm gonna read a couple more comments that we're going through here. Oh, Queen Katie popped in, saying howdy. I want to work on art stuff, so I'm gonna lurk here for the Chapter 5 finale. So good to see you, Queen Katie, because I know this isn't your favorite game, but we just did scary stuff at the end of last stream, so hopefully we'll have a reprieve before there's more scary stuff. Do we go? Oh, I can't go down there. Okay. Probably supposed to go down there, but let's see, can we open that first? No. Okay, so let's jump down here. Pew! So did I seriously just abandon my friends? Okay. I am not a good person. I mean, all the killing I've done is probably a clue of that, but... Oh, wait. Oh, it's one of those little inside-outimals. But I just know I shine my flashlight at them, and then they run away, yeah? What's that? Is that a drippy thing? Oh, it's just a leak. Usually when there's like a drippy thing on the floor, it means something's like strung up and dead above you, right? Feeling scared, have no fear. Doctors are here. The last doctor I met in this game was not nice. Oh. Okay, he ran to the other side of this pillar. Holy crap, he disappeared! It was a magic monster. Oh. What was that? Sounds like an alarm. Stop looking at me! Okay, that's locked. That takes both hand scanners. So before we do that, let's have a look-see around over here. What's that? Oh, it's one of those things again. Operations. Gel manufacturing. I don't... Is there an elevator button? I can't. Okay. I guess I can't go through these elevators. So we're gonna... Oh, is that the gel? Were these... Oh, wow. It reminds me of... Did you guys see that, the Dungeons and Dragons movie? That had, what was the big gelatinous cube? Okay. Every one of those little things in there, by the way, is it's a baby. It's a baby being grown. This whole thing is just a metaphor. Proliferation. Okay, that doesn't sound good. But it's probably okay, it's just gel. Let's see, Quick with Lurk. Oak says, fun fact, since Logan is Irish, he's actually wearing green every day. He just wears regular clothes on top of it. We should tell Dermo, when Dermo gets here, that I don't know if I've mentioned it to Dermo before, but I am technically a dual citizen of both the United States and Ireland. So, I hear like sloshing. Okay, that's like an elevator, I think. That's locked, and a hallway here. I gotta read some YouTube chat as well. Let's see. Oh, hang on, I think it scrolled without me. It scrolled all the way down to the bottom. Oh, wow, I got so high up, I gotta scroll. Oh, there we go. Katrina says, that is very flammable. 3 says, hello, Logan and everyone. How you doing, 3? Frilzy says, YouTube won't let me see any comments. I have to refresh the chat every now and then? I was having issues over on Twitch before. Katrina says, her hair, Lily love braids. Frilzy says, it's yellow shirt. Need I say more? Yes, I think Katrina with the message retracted. And Gabriella says, doughy. Doughy. Doughy, I think, is short for Joseph. Because Joey is short for Joseph. So he's Joseph. Okay, are we just like... I feel like we're going in circles here. It's very disorienting. Okay. We have our little infrared light. I wonder if any of these have clues. Well, we should be able to pull this out of the way, right? And stop looking at me. Oh. And it's just more of that. Let's take a look what's down this other hallway first. There's a hand scanner that looks like it's broken. Did we run through this area before? It looks vaguely familiar for some reason. I'm probably mistaken. Oh, and we were just in there. Okay, so. Well, I probably don't want to fall down there. Oh! Crap, it just auto-saved. I didn't get to see what was in that door. I'm gonna reload. I can't restart checkpoint because it just auto-saved. But I need to find out what else was up there. So let's go to this one. I might have to backtrack a little bit, but I was too cautious. I don't know how I slipped in there. Where am I now? Okay, back in here. So this is, yeah, this was just this area. Stop looking at me. Where are you? And we're just gonna go through here, and then it'll be fine. Then we can all just pretend that none of that happened. Let's see. Oh, it says, does St. Patrick know that you also pinch people that are wearing green? Well, if you pinch someone that wears green, the rules are that they then get to pinch you 10 times back. But what confuses me is that if the person that pinches you, if you're also wearing green, and they pinch you 10 times back, does that mean that you get to pinch them 100 times? I don't know how that works. I don't know. I mean, I like math, but I don't know the math of green. Okay, let's see what was in here then. And this was another hallway. And... oh, levers. Okay, let's see. Is this door open? So maybe we're supposed to jump down there. That door doesn't have a knob. We do have a lever. We have a lever, and we got valves. Gel immersion chamber. Harley, Anthony, Bruno. We don't talk about you. No. Carmine and Evelyn. What happens if I pull it? Okay, I don't seem to be able to pull that. Now, can I pull that one? No? Can I twist these? I'm helping! Probably. Oh yeah, I don't know what I did. But I think, oh, that opened this door. Okay. Oh, so that leads me back around here? I don't know what that, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay, that's where I was that had the hole. Oh, there's more things here. Oh my gosh. Sure, let's just turn that. Does this open all doors? Probably need to get some ice to freeze. Oh, buddy! Buddy! Come back here! Oh, he disappeared. Okay. I'm just gonna keep turning things until it tells me not to turn things. Oh, here we go. The poppy gel instructions. Oh, that's just for, yeah, freezing stuff. Oh, and... is that a light? Okay, I wonder if anything has changed. If we go back to that one place that had all the names on the wall, will we see, like, all the names lit up now? Maybe that's what we gotta do. And again, I will read some chat, but this is, okay, so that's what they are. So we still gotta find Harley and oh, Harley is the doctor. Harley and Carmine. So, do I do this before I jump down that hole? I'm guessing I do. Let's just do one more sweep around here. I think I already turned that. Oh, that turns the other way. No, I don't want to turn off. I want to turn it on. Or did that turn it on? Did that turn it on? I don't know what turns things on. I have never turned someone or something on in my life. And this is a foreign concept. Okay, that was Harley. So we just got one more, and then something special is obviously gonna happen. I'm guessing this is probably all just an elaborate thing to get another Inside Outimal toy. Run, look. Oh, it's a prototype! That's the hole I went down. Prototype is in the hole. We gotta go in the prototype's hole. I mean, not right this second, but at some point, we are going to have to go in the prototype's hole. I am emphasizing the word hole a lot because I think it amuses Oak. Okay, so we gotta find one more. I'm guessing if it has the light on there, that means we already turned it, yeah? Oh, and this is where we were at before. Okay, so it loops back around. This place is confusing. Keep going maybe this way? No, that's right back there. That's the names. We still gotta find Carmine. Maybe Carmine is downstairs, but except I don't know how we're gonna get back up. I'm gonna scroll in the chat and make sure that I'm reading some more here. Oak says, this is why you have to pull an Oda and make every silhouette look dumb as heck, so no matter what character design you go with. It's always an improvement. Well, and don't they say that that is good character design to have unique silhouettes, right? I sometimes wish that I could just like ask this game a question and just say like, hey, if I go down, will I find Carmine? Am I locking myself out of this puzzle? Yeah, because I'm not seeing any more of those pipes. I guess I could ask chat. Chat, do you know? Is the Carmine pipe downstairs? Or maybe that's what the elevator does, and the elevator will take us back up. Let's try that. Let's assume that. And let's head downstairs, and otherwise I'll just never get whatever that bonus is. I know I'm already missing out on some stuff, since there were apparently secret hand scanners earlier in the game that I didn't see. Yeah. Alright, so, can we go up this hole? I mean, we've gone down many a hole, but do we ever go up a hole? Okay, let's do this now. Pew! Okay, now it's saved again. I may have made a mistake. We shall find out together. Any of these doors? That's locked. That's locked. Destroy that. That is not ready. Is it gonna work though? It's still smiling, but I don't think that did anything. Cause it's broken. Okay, let's have a look-see around here. Molecular microscopy. Well, I think I saw another little scuttling critter in there. And it's locked. Of course it is. Just won't let me go and scuttle with people. Maybe that's all I want to do. Stop looking at me. Locked. Locked. Stop looking at me. Open! Yay! Are those gloves? Oh, we probably closed that and you stick your hands through them. They look kind of like Doey's arms for a moment there. Sorry, Joseph's arms. Cassette tape. All right, I'll listen to this in a second. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Over on YouTube, Katrina says, wrong site audibles. Gabrielle said, not trying to spoil, but doctor. Katrina says, hand scanner now. With the broken one, should I have tried to do that one? Gabrielle says, I am inviting you to join the lemon cult. Katrina says, piano source. Well, didn't you say, or someone said that there was something that if you get all the secret hand scanners, you get a secret piano source content. But apparently I missed one at the very beginning when running from Huggy Wuggy, so I've already sadly locked myself out of that. Callie says, I'm here! Welcome back, Callie! I'm glad you were able to make it! Good to have you here! Over on the Twitch side of the chat, Queen Katie says, I actually didn't know today was St. Patrick's Day. My dad didn't tell me all day until after dinner, and I was so mad at him. Don't worry, I didn't let him pinch me. Little frowny, angry face. Well, I hope you had like a good dinner. We had traditional corned beef and cabbage with my family. Queen Katie said, I actually didn't. Oh, I read that. Oak says, the green really brings out the Logan in the Logan stream. Will I be forgiven from the pinching if I own literally no green clothing? You gotta make something. Get like a green marker and like draw green eyebrows or something like that. Oak says, nor any clothing with green on it. And also, I don't have the money to buy green clothing. Aw, Magpie, says Caw. Hey, whoa, Magpie flying in. How we doing? How you doing, Magpie? Good to see you. I'm doing well. I even remembered at the very last minute to update the schedule command this week, so I'm doing good. Let's listen to the tape.
Please, I don't know what you want. I don't know anything about...
Toy screams in pain. Is that breathing?
I don't. Remember, the cost for a lie is...
The way it said dire reminded me of,
Just after.
oh crap, from the Star Wars sequels. Gentle John? Oh, there's something! Whoa! Thank you. I'll check the chat as soon as this is done playing. Game station. But thank you very much to the Tomcat. Oh, we got a first-time chatter, I see.
I look after you.
All of you. You can tell me.
They're gone. I'm sorry.
I'll say hi to you in a second, first-time chatter.
Went to the outside.
Who else knows?
It was just rumors.
Who knows? I require.
Roxy! Titi. Tomogo turtle.
Isn't Tamago that's Japanese for egg?
You know, and no one can know.
I am sorry.
Oh, Prototype's gonna kill Toy. That's why you didn't learn Toy's name, because then we'd feel too attached. Maybe I climb up here. Oh, it's another berry. This is how I get back up there? Oh, it is! Look at that. But yes, we have first-time chatter over on Twitch. LexoXo12 says, yo, what's up? How you doing, LexoXo? Let me give you the rundown of the channel. My name is Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Right now, we're alternating between our main game, 100 Line Last Defense Academy, and this. We're gonna finish this game tonight, I think. It feels like it. I could be wrong, though. I assume, are you like a Poppy Playtime fan? I also read every comment in chat. I'm very far behind in chat right now already. But I have an overlay that shows me the bottom of the chat, so that's why I'm able to see that you popped in. So how are you doing? Oh, and also here, I should do this periodically. I always keep forgetting. Let me post a link tree on both Twitch and on YouTube. Has all of our social media. Feel free to check it out, including a Discord invite, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, things like that. That's where I'm going to be announcing what game is going to replace this soon. I'm leaning toward either the Outer Wilds or Nogia, but also like my I posted a couple of Hollow Knight shorts on YouTube, which I didn't think would do well, but are doing quite well. So I'm kind of like, maybe I should do some more Hollow Knight. So that's a thought. Perhaps, but welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay here. We got a note! What is the note? Let's read this. So far down. Dr. Arkin's personal letter 3. Let's read it! Pumpkin, I wanted to write this out knowing full well that none of my letters have made it to you. Oh, that's sad. So Dr. Arkin's letters aren't going to her kids and family? And that I'm writing these now more for myself than you. It's no secret that I've been struggling with all of this. I've tried talking to people here, and they've given me a lot to think on. The end goal of this project is a grand, beautiful thing to put an end to death. Finally, an explanation of what the purpose of all this is. So they're trying to create immortal creatures by, what, replacing flesh with fluff? Is that how it is? If I can be a part of that and get it right, it would mean giving something truly monumental to the world. I mean, imagine kids everywhere not having to fear getting older, their bodies giving way to age or disease. There's no vision more grand than that. But really, the world for me is you and your father. Okay, but this is interesting because she's talking to her kid. And I feel like the implication is if you converted everybody in the world to stuffed toys, they would no longer be able to have families. Because obviously, if you create a world without death, you can't keep perpetuating the species. Otherwise, the number of people are just going to pile up. Plus, I could be wrong. I don't think plush toys can like get it on and pop out babies. And so she's like realizing that the greatest thing in her life is her kids. But if she creates this immortality as toys, then nobody would be able to have that joy anymore. When I explained death to you after your grandpa died, I remember your tears. You were sad, I know, but more than that, you were scared. It hit you then that life has to end. And that all that fun and joy doesn't last forever. There's nothing I could say to you to make that kind of pain go away. When I got the offer, this was all I could think of and why I accepted. To me, what I'm doing here is my sacrifice for you. I've had to give a lot of myself up for this project, do things I never thought I'd be capable of doing. So many orphans I have killed. I can't honestly say I'm any kind of good person anymore. Heck, I'm a monster. But if the world I give you is one where you need never fear an end, then I have to make myself believe it was all worth it. Start by doing good at a smaller scale. Make that your world. That was what in the last letter her grandpa said, right? Or father or grandpa or something. Well, I'm going to do good by that, Pumpkin. I'm gonna do good by you, no matter the bad that puts in me. Love forever and always, Dr. Chloe Arkins. Aww. Kid probably forgot about her. Okay, so are we trying to find another one of those red vials? I still didn't even know what we're doing. Oh, it's one of these things again. Okay. Let's have a look-see around the room first. Stop looking at me. And see. Okay, so we gotta find a code. There's gonna be somewhere that we're gonna need a code. Oh, we got inside animal. Is that red gas gonna kill me if I open it up? Let's find out together. Come on, I want that thing. I want that thing. Oh, wait, hang on. Is that Lyman? Oh, and the red gas just dissipates. No, oh, it's a Lyman trophy, because we never did find the Lyman that was supposed to be in the sink. Let's take a look at that. Oh, red smoke sample. This is what I collected before. Taken during early development, each scientist kept a small sample of the first developed batch as a memento. Okay, so that's not important. That's just like a trophy. Golden Lyman. Lyman. Oh, it's weird. We go in there. What is this? Upper observation. Okay, so there's like a lot of crap in here. Let's keep looking around. And okay, I should read some chat while we're doing this. Over on YouTube side of the chat, let's see. Katrina says, hand scanner now. Gabriella says, I am inviting you to join. Oh, I read that. Lemon cult. So I gotta scroll a bit. Katrina says, can I join the lemon cult? Kelly says, I made it. Wow. Dirty minders just don't. I don't know. Gabriella says, yes, you can join the lemon cult, Katerina. Katrina says, yay, yes. Kelly says, lol, loved that joke. Thank you. I don't know what joke it was, but I'm glad that you liked it. Katrina says, we're probably gonna finish. Kelly says, BRB. See when you get back, Kelly. Okay, so let's see what happens here. So, that's gonna give us a fire thing if we do this properly. So we just need to get it in between those. Oh, wait, wrong hand. We just need to get it in between those lines, right? So, wanna go, pew, and wait for it to come down, and pull that. Oh, no, crap! There! Okay, so that opened up that. So now we can use our element hand to light crap on fire. Stop looking at me. Okay, but what do we want to light on fire? Because, like, the goop is destroyed by ice, not fire, right? Maybe we can destroy that thing. Oh, we can, yeah, open up gas. I don't know what that'll accomplish, but we gotta do it. Fire! Explode, please, and thank you. Oh, that opens that, because that makes sense. Exploding beakers open. Oh crap, it's another one of these codes. Okay, so we gotta find all of these. So let me pull out my text file here. So the first digit is 4. 4, and then we'll need 3 more digits after that. Okay. So are they, I guess they're probably all gonna be somewhere in this room, huh? Last time that we had one of these, I was only able to find 3 of them, and I had to just kind of brute force. Oh, another note! Another note! I'll read this, and I'll read some more YouTube chat as well once we get down to what this note is. Experiment notes. But yeah, YouTube chat, let's see. Oak says, Logan, I think his eye is too big for Poppy's head. Well, then just carve it down. You know, just shave a little off. Take a little pocket knife and it's like peeling the layers off of an onion, except it's a living creature's eyeball, right? Oak says there's a Dungeons and Dragons movie. Did you not see it when it came out? Did you seriously not see it? I think it one of the people in it was Detective Pikachu, man. No, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Quick said, is this for real? If so, wow. You finding this out during Poppy Playtime stream is something, wow. Magpie says, oh, for real, Logan? Irish? Neat. So is one of my friends. Yeah, I am. My grandfather on my dad's side was an Irish citizen. And I think that the rules are that, like, if you're an Irish citizen, then you can, like, have your kids be Irish citizens and they can have their kids be Irish, like 2 generations. And so, like, when I eventually have kids, if I can ever find a girl who will actually, like, you know, be able to stand my presence, then I don't think my kids will be able to be Irish citizens, but I am. Oak says, Queen Katie, why the F would they make a movie for that? I don't know, it's neat. Falling says, Logan wearing normal clothes over his Irish clothes can be interpreted as he's green and wears flesh cloth over his green Irish self, because all Irish people are green. Oak says, that's true, that is true. That is absolutely true. Okay, let's read this. Experiment notes. Experiment 4. Pus on the plush skin, bubbling, throat gurgling as he drew his first breath. What kind of experiment notes are these? Stitching unraveled, eyes wild, bone, meat on the bone on the meat the bone on, bone, meat on the... And blood oozed onto the table as he drew a second breath, a third, a fourth, a fifth. There was no 6th. Growth medium resists imposed limits. How is this controlled? Watch again. Experiment 8. Submerging in tanks. Attempting concentration changes by keeping subjects submerged. Biology becomes more pliable. Noting progress. Experiment 15. Dr. Sawyer's cooperation is proving useful, if inconsequential. Eyes wide. Stitching holds. Limbs flail. It burns, he shouts. I watch. Learn. This is not... I have read scientific papers before. This is not what they sound like. Blood spills from his mouth. Eyes turn to glass. I split him open from the back and find it all gone. Muscle, bone, and the growth medium. The negation formula proves equally as difficult to control. It consumes. The growth medium desires to grow, and the negation formula desires to destroy. Experiment 28. Medium bonding. Negation formula controlling the growth. Her stitching holds. Eyes flicker with life. Fingers sliding on the table, feeling the cold metal. Who am I, she asks. Who are you? A giver, I tell her. A friend. And you are Gobby. Is it Gobby or Gabby? I don't know. She repeats her names and closes her eyes. Experiment 34. They live, they breathe, they walk and talk, but I'm still no nearer to infinity. I won't be alone. It is a necessity that I keep going. Yeah, this is not a good scientist. So is this like reanimation stuff that we're looking for? Is this gonna like cure, like heal Poppy and Kissy Missy? Make them so they're not all like disfigured anymore? Okay, let's keep on. We gotta keep looking for more pieces of the code, I suppose. Probably can't open that unless we get something that has cold, right? Okay, let's see. Did any of these doors open? That's still oozing noise. Okay, that is the door that we gotta go through. Okay. We already got the Lyman trophy. Can we open up? I need to remember to look up. Sometimes there are things upward. I believe that is where we came in, right? And yeah, none of the other doors open. Well, crap. Is this so that we can climb up on things? Climb up on tables, maybe? Well. I do not know where I'm supposed to go. That scanner is kaput. And I've only found one piece. I don't think I can even get back up in there. So we have to keep looking. Can we open things? Does that open? Those look like handles. Can we move things? I may need to call for some help from y'all, chat. Because I do not know where to go. Or what to do. We've found one digit of this code. Were we not supposed to go here yet? I can't do anything. Yeah, if chat knows and wants to give a hint. I mean, I guess if we know the first digit is 4, there's only 1,000 possible combinations that we could type in. We'd eventually get it, right? What happens if we try and shoot fire at the ooze? I know the ooze probably wants ice. Okay, that doesn't even seem to have a little thing on it asking for ice. Oh, there's another code. How did I miss that? A 2. Okay, we got a 2. Now we have narrowed it down to only 100 possible different code combinations. Okay, 4, 2. 4, 2, 4, 2. I'd really rather not have this stream. Oh, there's a 4. There's a 4. Okay, we now have enough that we can brute force it. 4, 2, and something then 4. And I think that's good enough for me. So let's see. 4, 2, 1, 4. Oh, wow! Got it on the first go! Later, puzzle room. I don't... Oh, wait, I think I heard another little creature of some sort. Okay, that's a hand scanner. It's active. We'll go in there in just a second. Oh, Barry, I love you, Barry. Can we go in here? Okay, that is locked, so I think we just have to go in the hand scanner direction. Okay. And I'll read some more in the chat. Let's see. Quick says, you would think it's awful, but apparently it's a really good movie. I mean, it's not that the Dungeons and Dragons movie. It's not the type of movie that I'm like, oh my gosh, life-changingly good. But it's like, it's a legit fun movie. I recommend it. Oak says maybe they did it like in Community. That's the only way I can conceive of making a movie like that working. Quiggita says, I've seen the behind the scenes of it. It's so hilarious. One of the actors keeps doing random motions to mess up the special effects team. The clip instantly cuts to special effects guy with a very angry face. Okay, what is that? Oh, okay, that's the electricity. So we got to wrap it around the... Oh, look at that. Oh, this could be fun. Wait, but then... So we probably got to wrap it around these things by going up there. Okay, yeah, let's do this. So we go that. And then we can... And then... Okay, and then... That'll stay hooked up there. Let's wrap it around one more time just to be sure. Oh, that didn't connect. I just want to make sure that it's nice and tightly wound. And it's not doing it, but that's okay. Stop looking at me. Now if we go up there, we should. Oh, wait. No, how do I wrap around this one from that angle? If I can get up on one of these things. Yeah. Maybe if I do it really high? Like that? And that'll catch... Oh, that catch on it? That caught on it! And then I hit that thing? Will that be enough? And then... Hey! We did it! We go in this room? Okay. I always want to go where it doesn't want to let me go. Stop looking at me. We accomplished something. Something a little bit. Man, we never did go back and find that Carmine name. That was definitely something I was supposed to do back then, huh? Oh. I see little teddy bears running around. Find the backup. Find a way into the surgical rooms. I mean, on the plus side, I guess this game will have more replayability for me since I apparently have missed quite a bit of stuff. I'm gonna read a couple more comments in the chat. Katrina says, there is a plot twist at the end again of the game. Well, obviously don't spoil what it is, because I want to be surprised. Where's this go? Stop looking at me. Okay, this we need another code for. Hey! Oh! Anything written in blacklight? Oh, 231? But is this... Oh, it only needs a 3-digit code, so that's gonna be that. So let's try that. Actually, let's first explore up here. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything in case that this is... There's nothing up here. What? Okay, maybe this is just to get a better look at that, because these doors, I bet, don't go anywhere, but they're all locked. And we gotta go through there. Oh, and this takes a code as well. I wonder if this is also 231. Oh, wait, no, there's a code in here. Is that 123 over there? Is there another code? I heard the... Oh, also 231. Is there... Are all the doors 231? Stop looking at me. Let's go try the other one first, and then we'll come back here and try these two. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. 231. Yeah. 2, 3, 1. Okay, this is just like an observation deck? Oh, is that another secret hand scanner? Is that what these are for? Is that what Okay, can you close the door, please? I wanna... Not that it matters. I guess I can't unlock those anyway. Okay, so... This is just showing us... Oh, and there's a little teddy bear dude. Okay, so yeah, nothing really important here. Can I just close this door? Maybe it's a red one? Oh well, like I said, I apparently can't do it. That's for something that is beyond my capacities. Huh. Let's try this one, 231. 2, 3, 1. And that opens another one of these. Observation Hall 2. Oh, that does not look like that was a good visit to the dentist. Dentist probably just tied a string around the tooth and then the doorknob. Okay, so there's an electric thing there. And there's some notes. I also want to get this door open from this side, just in case. 2, 3, 1. Observation Hall 1. Okay, and there's another node there. All right, any of these glass things? Oh, we just got stairs that goes down. Okay, that's convenient. Let's open these doors. Yeah. Okay, so that one's locked. So going to this one will probably unlock the other one. Oh, this little TV, so we gotta find a tape. Is there a red cassette tape anywhere? Maybe through here? Okay, so we get to choose between cold and hot. Stop looking at me. And that's just electricity. Oh, it's got a little face. So we probably want cold in order to get through there. So let's do that. Cold. Oh, wait, no. Do we gotta do electricity first? No. Well, that powers that up. We do cold. And we want cold. And we're gonna freeze that. And then pressure hand. Oh, and then we're gonna need fire in order to burn the string. So we're doing everything. And then hot. Get that. Oh, get the hot. Oh no, wrong hand. Hot. And burn string. We've accomplished everything here. Yeah. And I will read some more of the chat. Crap, I need to read chat. Let's see. Katrina says, can you do reaction vids? I think it depends. I've said before that I feel like I'm not a big enough streamer to do reaction videos. I feel like people wouldn't want to watch me react to stuff. That's the type of thing I'd be more inclined to just do, like, on Discord with friends or something. Whoa! So that's my thoughts on it. Okay. Probably gonna have to go in the other observation room in a minute, right? This other one? Yeah, because that's got a thing in there. Oh, okay. So there's a battery and a toilet. Because, you know, sometimes toilets need batteries, I guess. I don't know. Let's grab that. Never know when we're gonna need a battery. And stop looking at me. Oh, these are big blocks. Oh, and that'll probably power up the ability to go in this door, I bet. Okay, oh, this is gonna be dangerous. I feel like this is gonna be a little boss fight. I'm gonna read a couple more comments in the chat. Katrina says, "Now you're good, bro. You did this in Lily Love Braids." Wait, I don't even remember what I did last time. It's all a blur thinking about the piano thing. Let's see. Queen Gator says, basically it's like D&D, but if you could hear the players and DM lol, it's just the character doing crazy things like, must have been a nat 20 or a nat 1. Oak says, add quote, I like math, but I don't know the math of green. Oak says, I have no idea how that could be good, but I guess I'll have faith. It's a fun, like, movie set in the D&D universe. That's really all it is. Queen says, I recommend looking up random clips, maybe lol. Oak says, it feels like when the writers didn't actually make it random, then it would be just like a regular movie. But if they weren't rolling dice in the writer's room, then it's not D&D movie, it's just a fantasy movie. Well, that's what it is. It's just a fantasy movie in the D&D universe. Oak says, add quote, I have never turned someone or something on in my life. I'm pretty sure Oak said, no, Logan, don't shove your tongue into it. List of things Logan cannot be trusted around: puppies, holes, and girls with short hair. I think I could be trusted around girls with short hair because I like girls with short hair. The main problem is that they do not like me. Okay. Okay, so there's a pressure. Oh, it's like dissecting the little creatures. So obviously we're gonna do that, which is gonna power on that door, but it's got 4 things. Let's keep looking around here. At some point, we're gonna need to wrap some electricity around here. Ow! Don't grab my butt. Ow! That wasn't even my butt that time. I'd rather have you grab my butt than what you grabbed there. Okay, so we gotta figure out a way in here. That's gonna require, electricity. Okay. So let's have a look around some more at other things. This is a big puzzle room. This is the type of thing I'm glad that Queen Katie could be here for, because I feel like this is okay, because there's not monsters. Okay, so, and that takes a battery? Can we remove, and there's, is that an ice thing? Oh, that's for the electricity, for wrapping around that thing way up there. And do each one of these things need a battery? Holy crap. Okay, so. Let's see if we can head back up there. Is it just the one that we gotta wrap around? Oh, sorry. And back up here. Okay. And only one lightning bolt there. Let's see if that's enough. You gotta move out of the way, arm! Alright, we gotta wait till it's done. I don't want to grab my butt. Okay, that is not enough. So we gotta find another one of those things in here somewhere? Come on. Come on. My red arm doesn't want to go far distances. Is it glitched? I hope I don't have to restart. I think I might have to restart something. My arm is like... Okay, now it's grabbing stuff. It's still... Dang it. Yeah, my... Oh, now it will. It just won't do it when it's electrified for some reason. Okay, so where's another one of those things I gotta wrap around? Oh, crap, right there. That is one. Maybe if I get up there, I can, like, pull it up and have it facing... Oh, crap, let's... No, it doesn't seem to want to do that. And there's... Oh, crap, each one of these things has one? Oh, I probably need to get the batteries to put them in to get them to lift up. So I'm not going to be able to do this room and... Stop looking at me. Until I get enough batteries? Okay. What's that up there? And that's a switch? Can I pull that switch? Does not look like it. Okay. So do I need to leave the room and get more... Oh, hang on, these are... Are you alive? Are you okay, buddy? So the batteries are just underneath here. I hope that... Is this gonna, like, bring these things to life and they're gonna start attacking me? Or is this, like, killing their life support? Ah. Well, I mean, at least now I know about what I gotta do, right? And one more over here. Ah. And let's do this before we continue to maybe that'll turn off this arm. Let's get another pressure thing. Grab that. Up there. And let it go down a little bit. Let it get close to the yellow line. And... ka-chow. Okay, so we've got one green light. And everything is turned off now. Well, so we gotta wrap around every one of these things. Okay, so that's one. That's too far away. Let's go up to this one next. Oh crap, I fell. Let's try that again. Oh, darn, I can't get up there. There seems to be a limit to the length of my red arms. Let's try that again. Okay. All right. Get out of the way, buddy. Thank you. Is that enough? It's not, like, crap. I don't think my arm is supposed to do this. I think I may need to restart the checkpoint. Yeah, this is definitely a glitchy arm. I'm gonna do that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna read some more of the chat, too. Let's see. Crap, where did I leave off? Oak says, Oda does have unique silhouettes, but they are almost never accurate to the character's real designs. Oh, you're talking about like when he'll show people, like show characters, tease at them and things like that, and then it turns out that when they show up, they look nothing like that. Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, I think we're removing these guys from life support. That's just what you do. Oh, is that all of them? That is all of them. Oak says, without spoiling, there's a character named Loki, and his silhouette is just a straight up blob with a smiley face and a crown on it. We saw the actual character recently as the hardest character design of all time. It's hard giving an example because Logan is only at Skypiea. I know, I need to... Stop looking at me. I need to play, or not play more, watch more of that. Let's try this again. And let's see if my red hand will not glitch out this time. Yeah. And yeah. Okay, so far so good. No, that's not. Hand, this is not helpful. Why are you trying to go that way? No, hand, go down this way. Hand. Why? Why, game? Maybe if I jump. Ow! Maybe this is supposed to be the last one? Ow! Let's try them going in the reverse order. Oh, wait, no, we gotta do this hand. And if we just go straight ahead that way, we should be able to get both of these, right? Okay, so that's 3. See, I'm gonna assume that I just went in the wrong order, maybe. What the? Did it, like, touch those things and that was the problem? Okay, it's because of that one that's moving. I gotta make sure it doesn't touch that thing. But maybe if I... Is there a Yeah, for those who played this game, I think I might need to call a potato soon. Okay, so this is... Let's try doing this one first. And then... I am so freaking confused. Like, why is my arm... I'm gonna read some more. I'm gonna read some more in the chat. Let me take a look over the YouTube side of the chat. Let's see. Katrina says you're good. Lucario says, holy spam! How you doing, Lucario? And Grace saying, yo, OP, I'm a part 4. Oops. I'm sorry. I hope you're not spoiling anything. Frozy says, oh, Skype is my favorite arc. Grace says, yeah. Katrina says, it wasn't glitching in the first place. So is this... Crap, is this gonna be like the morgue in the other one where I'm gonna have to, like... Where am I soft locked out? I think you guys promised me that this one wouldn't have all the same problems that the other game had. I mean, because it looks like I need to get all these things, right? Okay, up here. And then, and then around here, right? Maybe if I try and go across this way. Nope, because it's like, it's limited in how far it goes now. It can go up here, but that's it. Like, and I can't go at all now. Like, I can't even touch anything. This doesn't seem right. Can somebody confirm? Let me see what the name of this room is. I might have to Google this. Oh, I can't because I'm locked out. Let's go back the checkpoint and see what the name of the room is outside here. Because I feel like I am... Okay, Grand Stitchery. I'm gonna try and Google this. Hang on a second. Poppy Playtime, Chapter 5, Grand Stitchery, bug, I guess. Oh crap, I see this rare glitch that makes Chapter 5...
It's a game!
Thank you, Magpie, for because it's a game. I am concerned because I see a thing that says rare glitch that makes Chapter 5 unbeatable. So let me see if I can figure out what this is. It's a YouTube video, but if I just like fast forward into it a little bit and see if we can find out. It's one of those videos that's like taken as long as possible to explain things because it's like showing all this leading up to it. Where? Oh my gosh, it's a 6-minute video. You don't need to be a 6-minute long video to show what's happening in the Grand Stitchery. I hate the internet. I hate everything about what is happening. Okay, does it say a seemingly random glitch puts the game into a completely unbeatable state or a soft lock? And the thumbnail oh, but that doesn't say Grand Stitchery. Okay, that's just something else. Grand Stitchery. Hang on. Sorry that I'm having to look this up. If anybody in the chat can lend a hand, if you want to like Google things and try and figure out things. I'm just gonna try and find a guide then for the. Oh, no, that's not gonna for the Grand Stitchery. Replace the word bug with guide. Grand Stitchery puzzle solution. Okay, it's okay. Sorry that I'm having to look this up. I'm sure that we're probably losing all of our lurkers. Okay, a player need to activate 4 different power sources for the door to unlock. Activating the first power source. First thing you need to do is pull all 4 batteries out of the stitching stations, plug them in the battery slots of the wall. I did that. Once all 4 batteries are plugged to the wall, 4 power nodes will be revealed at the top of the switching station. Start from the side of the use the grab pack's hands, the electric panel next to the room, and the other magnetized surface to get the first stitching station. Now jump across the other 2 ones until all 3 power nodes receive a current and fall onto the other side. Finally touch the final power node to the right of the locked door labeled 1 to activate the first power source. Oh, so maybe I'm not supposed to be able to go that long. So we don't need... Okay, hang on. Let's try this again. Let's go back in. So this node is going to need 3 charges. Okay, so let's try this. So I think that might be something else up there. Maybe it was glitching because I'm not supposed to try to get that one up there until after I've done these ones. So let's see what happens. Okay, so now we got all that. And so now we want to go this. It'll hop up there. And hop across there like we did before.
Logan, I guess you didn't read the chat to check for it. You have to read the chat in order to ask for help. Also, to test that weird thing from a few weeks ago. Ooh.
Beef long and did Boo just fine that time. Thank you, Magpie. I will check the Twitch chat then as well. Thank you. I should do that because otherwise I'm asking for help and then I don't see it till 45 minutes later. I'm not good at streaming, y'all. But thank you, Magpie. Yeah, let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Let's see. Falling says, Freak, I want to ask a question, but I'm not sure if it would be a spoiler or not. Oak says, like a One Piece spoiler or a Poppy Playtime spoiler? Oak says, and that is before the dawn of the silhouette piece. Question about what? Falling says, Chum Chopkins scene. Well, we've only seen him briefly where he like put us into his mouth so the prototype wouldn't see us. Oak says, we have no green markers. Falling says, but like it involves another character and it may lead to like a huge leak. I don't know. I mean, I guess you can wait until we get further into the chapter because we're probably going to finish it tonight. There's where LexoXo said, yo, what's up? Oak says, I don't know enough about this game to say. And then Oak says, I've not seen that many movies, especially recent movies. Literally, the only movies I saw from last year were FNAF 2 and Minecraft. I still haven't seen FNAF 2. Oak says, and both those movies were butt. Oak says, quote, and I've only found one piece. Logan found the one piece. Oak says, my name is LoganRobo's, and I'm going to be king of the puppy kickers. Magpie says, would the pressure hand pop them? Okay, it's got to be back when I was in that other puzzle room. But okay, so we apparently need to do these in order, it sounds like. So now we do number 2, speaking of the pressure hand. So we got to do this now. And then we'll see which one is 3, and maybe how many charges it needs, and then just figure it out from there, I suppose. Mayhaps. Oh, no, crap. There we go. Okay, so that is 2. So now we need 3. Where is 3? Stop looking at me. Where's 3? Where's 3? Let's see if we can just hop around the place and find where 3 is. Okay. So this is 3. This is the one I was trying to get before, and it only needs 2 charges. So we should theoretically be able to get this one just with the 2 on the way up there, yeah? Wait, is that turned off now? Oh, so maybe I gotta use this now. No? This one? Oh yeah, I gotta use this one now. Okay. So maybe I won't be as bound by the length limit if I go up this way now? Ow! Oh crap, that broke it. Okay, hang on. I gotta make sure that I don't hit that thing. Okay, so I guess that was the problem, is that I was using the wrong node. And up here. Okay, and I gotta watch this thing. Get out of the way. Hey! Okay, so that's 3. And then we'll see what is that gonna open this door? Is that what this does? Okay, we're back in business. I'm not soft locked out. This was my own dumb fault. Looks like that's saying once 1, 2, and 3 are up, then we can get this switch, and that'll do maybe 4. Oh, that's draining out all the ooze. Is there something in there now? Okay, let's jump down and see. Okay, because we just got number 4 now. Oh, it opened. Well, yeah, let's jump in here. Okay, and 4 is just a knob. Remember, like, this implies that the employees of this company designed it this way. Okay, so we made it through. Made it through the Grand Stitchery. I am not looking back. Oh, boy. Okay. There's another toilet. Oh, there's an inside-outimal in there. We gotta go in there and get inside-outimal. Oh, my mom. Let's check out this inside-outimal. Who is this? Wrong side Outimal, not inside. Sorry, wrong side Outimal. Loopsy Noodle! A rare doll from the failed. Let's learn about Loopsy Noodle. The inverted version of Loopsy Noodle. Ironically, the smell Loopsy despises most is their own. No! Loopsy, learn to love your smells. Oh, and there's also... I am missing so much stuff because there was also a room that we had before that had a TV. Oh, Pianosaurus, rawr. And I clearly did not find a tape for it. So I am doing very poorly on the secrets tonight. This is an elaborate ship. That's neat. So, all right, well, let's just keep on going. But you know what is, as long as we beat the game tonight, that's what I should be just aiming for. Anything else is probably far beyond my capacities. Okay, so we're gonna need another battery here. Looks like we can probably squeeze past here. No. Sometimes it'll let me squeeze past things. We cannot. Let's find a battery. It's probably in here somewhere. There's a lever. Oh, and there's the battery. Is that it? There's got to be something else around here, right? Are these locked? I feel like I keep seeing what looks like scuttling around nearby. Let's open up some more and just make sure there's nothing else we're gonna miss. Maybe we'll find the other Loopsy Noodle part. Why do I hear breathing. You guys hearing that? I feel like I don't want to hear other people breathing when I'm like looting a secret laboratory. Okay. You guys hear that, right? A little bicycle. All right, let's get the battery and go out there. Stop looking at me. And put it in here. Put the battery in there. Okay, and I'm gonna read some more in the chat. Oak says, actually, I guess it'd be Logan P. Robo. That's his real middle initial, and people do talk about the will of P, where every character whose name starts with P will never actually die. Is that how it works? Oak says, cough, cough, a certain bird in Alabasta. Oak says, meow, I'm so sleepy, and a miss viewer command. Magpie says, lock by the door. Says, Tomcat was sold out, lol. Oak says, we really need a what happened back. I think I'm just gonna need to remake that with the volume boosted way up, because I never was able to figure out why it got so quiet to begin with. Oh, I'm almost caught up to chat on Twitch. Over on YouTube, let's see. Oh, I gotta scroll up a little bit on YouTube. Let's see. Fruzy says, this is the part I did with my friend. It's so obvious and simple when you realize how to do it. I needed to count to 4. The game expected me to know how to count to 4. That was the problem that we encountered. Grace says, yeah, but do what you did last time with the 4, then go to the last. Fruzy says, Logan, look at the lightning symbols. That's how many you need to open it. They don't tell you these things. Gabrielle says, your arms have limited stretch. Grace says, oh, Fruzy says, top 10 secrets PPT devs don't want you to know. Katrina says, puzzle. Grace says, I'll look it up. Thank you, Grace. Grace says, hey, don't say that. You're good at it, dude. The game. You guys have been watching this stream, right? I mean, I fumble my way through, but okay. Again, hallways just get me uneasy in this game. I feel like something's gonna chase me. Huggy Wow! Huggy Wuggy! You gonna chase me, Huggy Wuggy? Chase me! Okay, I was right, but it's not in the hallway. It's this room for some reason. Why in this room? Can I go in there? No, okay. Oh, can I crawl under that? Oh, crawling. Okay. Wait, I want to go over here. No, I shouldn't go over there. Okay, down this hallway. Run! Hi, Mommy Long Legs. Stop looking at me. A hand scanner. No! I was scanning my hand. He has no patience. But I was right about hallways. Although I thought I'd run down the hallway. That was what I was wrong about. Let's see. Oh, I see little hundreds over on the YouTube. I love when there are little emotes exploding there. It's immediate positive reinforcement. Yeah, he's gonna destroy everything. Stop looking at me. Okay. Destroy as much as I can before Huggy Wuggy gets him away. Can I get that slippery when wet sign? Okay, I gotta be ready. And this time I know I gotta scan that hand. Huggy Wuggy. Maybe if we just, like, get Kissy Missy down here, the two of them can be so busy hugging and kissing that Huggy Wuggy won't want to murder me. I mean, I get the impression they're supposed to be like a couple, right? Oh, wait, was that door? Oh, yeah, it was down here before. So I gotta maybe do the scanner from here. I'll break that. A battery? Okay, take the battery out. In there! Okay, Huggy Wuggy is mercifully taking a long time now. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. I gotta jump over it. Oh, crap. Just take me now! Oh! Kissy Missy! Kiss him, Kissy Missy! Oh. Was that right? Are they just gonna start, like, making out all sloppy instead of killing me? It's your boyfriend! Look who I brought back to you! You guys wanna be, like, a couple? Huggy Wuggy, I did this for you. I kept her safe-ish. She lost her right arm, but I mean, she can do, like, great stuff with her left hand, and you lost your left hand, so, like, together you... Oh, they are in love. Aw. Give each other a hug and a kiss. Aw. Oh, look at the way she's looking at him. And he's so happy now. Oh. It's okay. She still loves you even with your injuries. I mean, they're monsters, but this is really sweet. So he has a redemption arc. So now he doesn't need to chase us anymore. Oh yeah, touch hands. It's like in Tarzan. Whoa! No! No, this was a sweet moment! What are you doing? Oh! Oh, Kissy Missy, no! You don't! Oh no! Kissy Missy! Oh crap, I better be ready to run. Do I need to run? I gotta run! Oh crap. What am I supposed to do? Oh, just run through here. Yakubo! Shut up, Giblet! Oh crap, I died. Oh wow. I don't think I ever felt bad for Huggy Wuggy before. Okay, I gotta run. Run! Oh, there's a pring. I'll check it out in a sec. Oh crap, that's why I gotta get up here in order to get up. Oh crap. You know, I'm just gonna read that, see what that was. TTV Lol Baby 54, thank you for the follow. Over on the Twitch side of the chat. Let me give you the rundown of the channel before I die again, since I didn't swing up in time. But my name is Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Right now, our main game is 100 Line Last Defense Academy. We're going to be finishing up Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 tonight. And then at some point tomorrow, I'll probably post on Discord what we're going to play in its time slot. But yeah, I read every comment in chat, so anything you post in the chat, I will eventually get to. I'm actually not that far behind on Twitch anymore. I got close to catching up. Let me post our link tree into the chat for you, and I'll cross-post this over to the YouTube side as well, because we multi-stream. So feel free to check that out. That just has all of our social media. And yeah, thank you for the follow. I hope I live up to your expectations and you don't come to regret it. But while we're paused, let me read a couple of quick comments in the chat. Let's see. Falling says, I'm 13K away from buffing TTS. Oh, the beef one? Magpie says, you have to read the chat when you ask for help. Logan. Falling says, yes, that's seen. Oak says, I might need to go to bed early. No, thank you for the very Pirate King stream. It made me smile. Good night, Oak. Thank you for being here. Sleep well. I'm glad you were able to stick around for at least like the first hour. Oak says, good night, everyone. Love y'all. Magpie says, night, Oak. Let me take a look over the YouTube side of the chat. Let's see. Frilzy says, nobody's good at these puzzles. That makes me feel better. That does. Because I feel like I shouldn't be struggling with these as much as I have been. Grace says, streaming, not the game. Oh, that. Well, thank you, Grace. I really appreciate that. Katrina says, oh, hang on, I scrolled without me. I got to go back up. Katrina says, I haven't seen FNAF 2 yet either. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Frozy says, oh, then in that case, Logan is good at that. Grace says, jump, then 2. He read the same comments. Lol, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lol, sad moment. Huggy is now actually dead. I mean, it seemed more definitive than when he just like fell. But we are like trying to find a reanimation thing. I wonder if this is going to end maybe happily with us reanimating all of the creatures that we killed and they can just like live happily without the prototype being mean. I'm not sure. And Grace says, lol. Katrina says, no, unknown foreshadowing. Is that because it just took so long with them enjoying their time together? There we go. Now let's get in here. Let's start running. No. See, I knew that was coming this time. Ow! Ow. Okay, so I gotta walk maybe carefully and wait for stuff and not get stabbed. That is the key. That is the challenge. Lever. Lever. Well, what do they do? Giblet. Ow! Hi! Ow! I shouldn't have said hi to him. That let him know that I was aware of his presence. You're stronger than this. Get up. Okay. Well, let's try this again. Okay, so I'm back here. Maybe. There's one on the other side too. Oh, we'll probably separate the train car and then he won't be able to get me. Bye. Bye, prototype. Well, F. Okay.
Cars are full of cargo. Use whatever you can to slow them down.
Okay, whatever we can to slow him down. What does that do? Oh, we need one of those. Into the thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey! Oh, is that Doey's voice? Shouting, I'll kill you from the prototype? Okay, let's keep going. Keep going. On a crazy train to nowhere here. Am I? Ah, you bo. You're back, you jerk. Was that Poppy? I couldn't tell. Let's get, we got cold, and we get it there, and then we gotta do, the pressure hand. Thank you for waiting for me, prototype. This is important and takes a minute. Okay, we good? Okay, back out. Oh, that's a lot of sludge. Wait, no, we need, wrong hand. We need this hand. And that's fair. I was taking way too long. We need our revenge. Is this the final boss fight? Because like last chapter, we reached the final boss fight at like the 2-hour mark. We might actually end early tonight. Let's try this again. I will read some more chats. Oh, so we're right back here again. So we need this one. We gotta do that, and then that, and then. Oh, come on. No! Maybe I just need to run on top of it when it's frozen. I don't need to break it. Let me try that. I'm so sorry. You should be. There's no escape now. Usually you're optimistic, like get up, we need you. Suddenly you're being all pessimistic. Okay, let's try this again. And freeze it, and see if I can just run on it. Hey, I can! Okay, this I do need to break. Run! Okay, what do I do now? Oh crap. Lever! Oh, he's slowed down. Oh crap, I gotta break this. Please take your time, prototype. Is that separate again? It's exploded! Oh crap, I'm on fire! Platform! Parkour! Okay, right, we need the red one for the flying! Turn! Well, no matter what happens with this chase, I just hope that Giblet dies. That is all I want from this game at this point.
I got an idea. Cut some speed. Ready to jump.
Out of what and where? Okay, wait. He's gonna burst through that? Yeah, okay. I gotta be ready to jump? Like that? Yeah, that's the best I can do. I am not a jumper. Okay, Oh, I gotta zigzag around. Okay, I gotta go slower now. What is that? Why is that glowing like that? I don't know why that's glowing. I feel like that's a bonus thing, but I don't know. I'm gonna get, oh, it's just reflective tape, I guess. Yeah. Can I jump out now? Okay. I love how everything has a face. Okay, not breaking through there. Okay. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Maybe turn that. I can't do anything. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh crap. Red gas. Crap. Oh, I need to electrify something. Oh, there we go. Wait, crap. I gotta turn that. What? Oh, I take that and put it on what? What do I put that on? What do I put it on? You need a knob. Okay, there we go. Now turn that knob. Does that get rid of the red gas? Okay, red gas is degasified. And now, oh boy. Oh, he's there. I gotta read some chat. I am stressed out. I am very, very stressed out by what is happening here. Let me read some comments over on YouTube. Grace says, lol. Gabriella says, you're so close to the end of the game. Callie says, I am back. Welcome back again, Callie. Katrina says, yeah, but no. Grace says, no. Callie says, wait, hang on. I got to scroll up a little bit. Callie says, wait, no. My babies. Katrina says, the reaction, lol. Grace says, I haven't seen much of this game. This is some interesting parts to come into then. Over on the Twitch side of the chat, Magpie says, now we need to play that song, quote, I can only count to 4. A let the bodies hit the floor parody? I don't know that one. Oh, wait. No, I did see that. I saw a video of that one time. I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, because I saw a video of like a little kid watching it. It was like all Muppets and things. Is that the right one? Atlantic says, are they going to start making out all sloppy instead of killing me? It was sloppy. But it was not like mouth fluids. It was blood fluids. Falling says, oh my gosh. And 3 says, hello everyone, with a 5-stream streak. And I see there's a deleted message, so I'm guessing that's probably like a spoiler. Falling says, shoot, is that a spoiler? Magpie says, Magpie did not say Night Oak. That was the Atlantic. Oh, I'm sorry. Atlantic said goodnight to Oak. Atlantic said goodnight to Oak. Grace says, subbed. Oh, thank you, Grace. I really, really appreciate that. Once again, I hope I live up to your expectations. I need a sip of water. We're almost to what would normally be the halfway mark of the stream. We might end early tonight if this game ends up early, but I have not had any water. So let me drink, and then we'll go in there and we'll, I guess, fight the prototype. Hang on. Because the prototype design is weird, I'd love to look up after this game is over, like notes on the design process. And just kind of the thoughts that went into it. Okay. Hi, buddy. Well, high five? Well, high five me? Okay, what if I do stuff from in here before I even go out there? Like, I just go and get the cold. No, get the cold. Okay, apparently it's not gonna let me do that until I get in there. So we gotta get the cold, we're gonna freeze that, allow us to walk on that and fly over there. So I gotta make sure I'm... Okay, so down goes straight to the magnet hand. Okay! Oh, I didn't even magnet over there. I just jump off. That better not be the end of the prototype. If Giblet killed the prototype, I'm gonna be so ticked off. I hate Giblet. I love Poppy though. Hi, Poppy. Giblet's awful. Please do not get married to him. Oh, he's back! Good! Giblet, you suck! Poppy, run! Poppy, run! Run, Poppy! Run, Poppy! Oh! Ow! That's my body! My non-rendered body! Am I dying? Oh, and then his shadow goes around Poppy. Hi, prototype. Oh, crap. Is he gonna turn me into a toy? Is that how this is gonna end? With me? Will you at least, like, turn me into kickin' chicken? I like kickin' chicken. Oh, blorp. Oh, yep, I'm getting turned into a toy. Well, I had a good run. 5 chapters while still a human. Oh, and the Poppy Playtime music is playing. I just hope Poppy's okay. I hope Giblet isn't. Are those teeth? Are those my teeth? I want to keep my teeth. I have nightmares about losing my teeth. Man, is this the end already?
Should you come back
Oh, is that Pop?
years later?
Is that, should you come back years later? Is that what?
Conscience finally getting the better of you. May you descend into the dark and the dust.
May you descend into the dark and the dust? There's no subtitles for that.
Welcome home.
Is that the end? Don't tell me that's the end. We still need you. Oh, okay! Or is that just a tease for another chapter? Get up. Or maybe I get to scuttle around? Unless we see me, I'm going to headcanon I'm kicking chicken. Hey!
I thought you were gone.
Did you revive me with a cattle prod? That is not a proper defibrillator. Oh crap, where's
Poppy.
Poppy? Where's Poppy?
I couldn't. He took her.
It's okay, I just hate you and you're a failure. You disappoint me.
Is,
Dead.
I don't know. I don't. Look, I told you I wasn't a hero.
That is abundantly obvious. Yes. Oh, I am still normal sized? So he just fished me out of the goop? The dip? Sure. Find the backup. Okay, so we are still going. I should be dead. Will I die if I hop off of here onto the tracks? Oh, I can't. Hang on, let's have a look around. There might be some hidden stuff here. Nope. It looked like the prototype had dragged me a lot farther away than just being... Oh, Barry! I love you, Barry. Ah. Stop looking at me. Okay, so that was not the end of the game. Unfortunately, we got to spend time with Giblet, though. I'm sorry, does the fan community like Giblet? Am I the only one? Am I just being like a total wet blanket by ragging on him the whole time? Stop looking at me. I should probably feel bad about that. I'm sure he's got his fans. There's probably some little kids out there that want nothing more than like a Giblet t-shirt for their birthdays. Yeah. Giblet. Giblet. I know, oh wow, my hand is inside your mouth. Look, I know I've been treating you awful this whole game. But I just want you to know it's because you deserve it. Scan my hand! So that apparently was not the final boss, or maybe it was, and this is just a tease for the next chapter now. CO1, DO1, DO2. So what was it that we're looking at? The backup?
It's gotta be here. Keep looking.
It's a server farm? Okay. Circuit boards! Old-timey... Are these printers? Or, okay. So he went down that way. Can we open any of these? No. That one's open. That one's open. Okay, so most of them are open. I feel like I might see something. Well, I guess it'll doodly-do if that my... Stop looking at me. If my black light can see something. So let's follow him down here first. Anything? No?
This is it.
Huh?
This has gotta be where they keep the backup.
In like this specific server? Or like this whole room? Well, let's have a look-see around. Oh, that is interactable. Thank you, game. I want to look elsewhere first. Maybe I'm gonna find another plush. Another wrong side Outimo. Which, again, I think was a fun toy line idea. If they had not made this game, I think they should have made those as toys. Although they probably want to. It's probably all just like marketing stuff. Probably can't keep selling. Stop looking at me. Huggy Wuggy toys forever. Especially not anymore. Oh, so many staircases. Okay, let's go back here and open up this thing. Oh, it's thinking. Hourglass. Hourglass. Loading, 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 loading. Master backup. Init complete. Press any key. I still don't know what this does. I should have paid more attention to you, I guess. Maybe this like will reboot the prototype or something, or restart the whole factory. I don't know. We'll read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Gabrielle says, I will leave in an hour. Oh, no, crap. I'll try to make sure that we get as much done as we can in the next hour. Like I said before, we might end early tonight. We're normally at what would be the halfway point of the stream, but it feels like that we're getting close to the end already. But yeah, Callie said I haven't seen FNAF 2 as well. Katrina says, but Chapter 6 is confirmed? Really, I was like looking forward to a nice conclusive feeling ending tonight. Katrina says, bye then, I guess. Yes, final boss fight. Grace says, oh, so he's almost done. I'll have to watch the full vid tomorrow. And don't forget, there are other VODs that we have. Other games we played in the past include Danganronpa, Ace Attorney, Persona, Omori, Deltarune. If any of those tickle your fancy, there was also this other game, Your Turn to Die, Death Game by Majority. I keep hoping that they're going to play that again, but they're going to come out with the final part so we can play it again. Okay, E, are you sure? N for no. I mean E for yes, which is actually just the word eyes. You only got one of those. That's why I got to do it. I still got both my eyes. Also, how am I not dead after getting stabbed through the chest by the prototype? Did the goop I got dropped in, like, heal my non-existent body? Are you sure? Override required. Okay, we gotta do another puzzle. Okay, override required. Oh, that's a big ol'... Because we gotta do the pressure hand. Oh, passed it there. Oh, we probably each have to do it at the same time or something. Can you reach it? Do you need like a stepping stool? Need a boost, kiddo. Let's do this one first. Ka-chow. This one. Ka-chow. One thing I am looking forward to after this is being able to watch the Markiplier's rant about this game and apparently what he disliked. Oh, is that the doctor?
Well now, this is a rather interesting turn of events.
I thought we killed Dr. Harley Sawyer. So it's the backup of the doctor. Oh crap, is that the teaser? So Poppy's been captured by the prototype and we've rebooted the doctor. That's it, halfway through the stream tonight. And we're already done. By gosh, by gum. I guess we're gonna be ending very early tonight. That is one downside of the fact that, like, over on YouTube especially, I have to do like thumbnails that tell exactly what we're doing. I feel like there's less flexibility to be able to just like partway through. It's like, we're gonna switch over to a different game. Let's see. Oh, but now who was it? Was it Falling was asking about something that would be a spoiler? I guess he can ask now. Oh, in fact, I can see what the deleted message was. It says, wait until you find out that the little square on Missy's hand goes together with Huggy's. They're legit twin dolls. Oh, so are they like magnets so they can hold hands or something? Well, at least they died together. I liked Kissy Missy though. She was sweet. But I guess she's gone. Falling says, shoot, is that a spoiler? Magpie says, Magpie did not say Night Oak. Yeah, that was earlier. There we go. Magpie says, I mean, I listened to a playthrough and had no idea about that fact, so I don't know if it's a spoiler so much as a small detail easily missed. Falling said, possibly because you can see it if you look hard enough. Don't ban me, please. Oh, Crystal is here. Crystal, we might have to raid out early. Crystal, was very early. Do you have any raid suggestions? Crystal says, I don't know if it's a spoiler, but deleted it to be safe. I appreciate you, Crystal. And also that your username is green on St. Patrick's Day. Magpie says, that's the one with the Muppets. It was very fun, lol. Falling says, thank you, Crystal. Crystal says, you're welcome. Today I learned that I can unmod myself as a mod. Laugh away, what? Don't do that here. You are a good mod. Falling says, free piercings. Oh, is that that was a bit larger than I think a belly button piercing ought to be. Wow, so many voices in this, which is crazy because like you think back to how small the very first chapter was. Oh, and all those different prototype voices. So I'm guessing all of Prototype's voices were other characters, right? Like Leaf Pierre and what was the one guy who was like, it's like Eric Rickman or something like that. And Doey, obviously. Who is Todd? Prototype, more names, just more names. Hang on, I gotta scroll in the chat. Crystal says, perma-hole piercings. Well, as long as if you do get like a piercing like that straight through your torso, you definitely don't want to do a, what do they call it, a gauge, where you increase it. Unless you want to look like Sweetheart from Omori, be a little donut girl. Let's see, Callie says, I love the random noises. From the game or from me? I forget about the fact that I do that sometimes. It's kind of in our community, just Logan noises, but it's like, whoop-a-pa! I would assume they'd be annoying, but if they are from me, then I appreciate that. If they're from the game, then I cannot take credit for it. Callie says, you should play Hogwarts Legacy. A friend of mine did gift me that on Steam a while back. I had suggested possibly playing at one point, but I remember there was at least one person in our community that said, nah, I really don't want to see that. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll stream that. I might play it eventually on my own. But as I said, it was gifted to me, so I do own a copy of it now. And Callie says, I don't like Poppy, but I like Giblet. I'm sorry, Callie. I'm sorry. Thank you for playing. I think it's because, as I mentioned before, he just looks like a weird alien munchy thing. But now I can also ask you guys about stuff that I missed and everything. Like you guys said that there was something that if I scan a bunch of hidden scanners, then I get a Pianosaurus private concert or something like that. I'd love to hear if you guys get any lore details that I've missed out on. Katrina says, by the way, it's Ollie is the prototype, not the prototype is Ollie, though I guess it's the same thing. Well, the interpretation I got from that scene at the end of the last chapter was that Ollie at one point was a kid who was friends with Poppy, but a long time back was killed by the prototype and replaced using his voice. But then why was the prototype disguised as Ollie's voice helping us all throughout chapter 3 with Catnap? Like that... I guess the prototype was bored? Or, because didn't Catnap, worship the prototype, right? Grace says, what? Katrina says, lore stuff. Grace says, oh, I know, I've seen vids. Like I said, oh crap, I didn't mean to press that button. I am looking forward to watching Markiplier's rant, because I have mixed feelings about this chapter. There are some things that I liked better than other things. I'm sorry I didn't like Giblet. I like the wrong side Outimals. I like that they gave a reason why we haven't seen them in previous chapters, saying they were a discontinued toy line. Because every time they introduce a new toy like this one, Lily Love Braids, it's a little bit weird that you haven't seen her advertised elsewhere in the toy factory. I feel like that's the type of thing that would have made, maybe it would have helped this game a little bit if all the chapters had been completed, or at least planned out in detail and designed before any of them were released. Or at least after the first, because the first one was basically like a pilot. It was like a demo, but from chapter 2 onward, because then they could pepper those types of things in. They could be nice foreshadowing for toys that you're going to see later on. But I get the feeling that they probably, the makers of this, the devs probably don't know where they're headed with it. Because it does feel like they've lost the plot a little bit. But I did enjoy it. Let's see. Katrina says, excuse me, Callie says, Ollie is the prototype chapter 3 stuff. That is, maybe I need to go back and rewatch again all of my old chapter 3 VODs and just does this make sense? Is this helping the prototypes? I don't even know what his evil plan is. He just likes being the lord over all of these little toy orphans. I mean, he's evil, obviously, but I also don't know what his plan is. He doesn't seem to be trying to create an army to break out of here and take over the world. I guess it's just that he doesn't let anybody leave, and I don't know. I don't understand things. I feel like we finally got the hint today as to what Playtime Co.'s secret plan is and why all these people are yes, I see the vision. It's that they are trying to create immortality, right? By turning everybody into toys. Adriana said, yeah, Poppy Gel heals you. Okay, so that's what the goop was. That was Poppy Gel, and it heals us. Nice. And Callie says, guys, I think he's not a hero. He's told us enough times. But darn it, okay, even though, was it Callie who said that you like Giblet, and that's fine. I feel bad saying this now, but I was kind of hoping that he would die. Maybe a heroic death, but now I guess he'll be around for the next one. Katrina says, for 5 more seconds, lol. Frulzy says, I despise Giblet. Okay, so Frulzy, you're on board with me. Let me take a look over the Twitch side of the chat. Let's see. Falling says, you know what? Free hair dye, too. Crystal says, rip Logan. Falling says, aren't we supposed to be getting saved? I guess we eventually did get saved by Giblet. Crystal says, guess we're dead. Never mind, we're alive. Falling said, this is like that one Amber meme with the Taba squishies? I don't know if I know that meme. When you say Amber, it makes me think of the thing that the mosquito was in Jurassic Park. Nora says, my birthday just 2 hours away. I'm so excited about this information. Birthday, 2 hours away. I'm going to sleep because I'm sick. Okay, good night, everyone. Good night, Nora. If we had reached midnight, I was going to say we could sing you happy birthday, but I guess you're already gone. Good night, Nora. Falling says, freak, happy early birthday. Atlantic says, hope you feel better. Night, night, Nora. Falling says, enjoy your sleep. Queen Katie said, happy early birthday also. No, get well soon. Queen Katie, you're still here. We're probably going to end early, Queen Katie. Crystal says, night, night. Nora says, I just have the sniffles. Crystal says, I'll greet your birthday later. Atlantic says, I've heard of a whopping 0 people who like Giblet. Okay, well, now we have 1. Callie, over on YouTube, that means you have Giblet all to yourself. Do with that as information as you will. I really got to get caught up in the chat. If you're lurking and putting up with me just like frantically reading chat, I appreciate it. Over on the YouTube side, Tiff!
47.
47. I mean, it's not like on a subscription baby marker, but Tiff, how are you? Thank you so much for the re-up on the sub. And thank you also, by the way, for watching that video that I posted in the subscriber channel over on Discord. I really appreciate that and the kind words that you had. How are you? We just beat the game very early tonight. But thank you for re-upping the sub, Tiff. 2 months into working toward your 6th subscription, baby. Thank you, Tiff. Like I said, how are you? Over on YouTube, let's see. Oh, I gotta scroll up. It just scrolled without me. Grace with a laughing emote. Katrina says, I also hate Giblet. Callie says, I like Giblet. No, he doesn't not deserve it. No, I'm sorry. Okay, well, you know what? Callie, since you like Giblet, then I am glad that he survived. I've changed my mind if he brings joy to you. Katrina says, yeah, Mob made merch out of it, lol. This is the end. What's the next game? Well, I'll be announcing it tomorrow. In fact, wait, hang on. We got another pin message over on Twitch. Another person saying, I like Giblet. Who is it? It is AMC. Thank you, AMC. So it's Callie and AMC. You are the Giblet enjoyers. Thank you. Okay, so for the next game, I would like to get y'all's feedback. Because as I said before, the games that I'm looking at are The Outer Wilds, Nausea. I'm also thinking about maybe giving another try, like just for like one stream, and we do it periodically. Not like a full-on playthrough, maybe another Hollow Knight stream on Friday. I would like to play Resident Evil Requiem, but it's still at full price. And I get so excited because I keep seeing people post all these memes and everything. It looks like so much fun, but that is like $70. And I don't know if I can budget that in. I need to actually look at my bank account and crunch the numbers because I would like to play that. So out of those games, I'm leaning toward possibly doing maybe one off stream of Hollow Knight this week. And then maybe next week, the game that I'm leaning toward is The Outer Wilds. I don't know much about it. I've just heard that I should go into it as blind as possible, that supposedly it's really good, but I would love some feedback. Obviously non-spoilery if you've played like The Outer Wilds or whatever. Grace says, love Deltarune. I'll have to look at that also. I gotta go. So full vid tomorrow. I gotta see the rest. Good night, Grace. Thank you so much for being here. If you're back now from the past or in the future watching this video from the past, yeah, check out the Deltarune VODs. They're fun. I even have some Deltarune shorts on YouTube and on TikTok. Katrina says, Poppy Jill heals. Callie says, why would he drop us in then? Oh, the doctor. I'm gonna guess that if we had stayed in, it would have turned us into a toy, and that we were in like just long enough to heal, and then Giblet fished us out. Maybe. Yeah, that was a neat twist with the doctor. This chapter was all about returning stuff. So no, because like. We had the person in the chat the last couple of streams, the Harley Sawyer doctor, and so now I see, okay, so it's cool that you're still around. The doctor is back. It's neat. I do like that. I'm gonna guess that's gonna be in part of Markiplier's rant, but I will watch that later. Katrina says, please read YouTube chat. I'm trying. Gabrielle says, I'm leaving now, but I'll be back Friday. Good night, Gabriella. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you on Friday. Katrina says, bye. Huggy Wuggy Chapter 1 says, hi, are you different than the Huggy Wuggy we've seen before? Stay in Chapter 1, Huggy Wuggy. Bad things happen to you in this chapter. But how are you? Welcome. Katrina says, siblings with Poppy. Watch Game Theory. Wait, what? Siblings with Poppy? Giblet is? Who has that Game Theory? Because like MatPat retired from Game Theory, right? Katrina says, hi, the prototype needs us for something that is what we know. Happy birthday. That was for Nora then. Callie says, happy birthday, get well soon, person that was sick. Okay then, I guess Giblet is mine, thanks. 3 says, I'm back, welcome back 3. Katrina says, we finished it. Lol. 3 says, I saw most of it. My mom called me when we were almost at the end. Well, you made it back for this though. And then Katrina says, Ali. Oh, Ali is sibling. Okay, because we did find that one video that we watched that had the two of them talking. Oh, so that's got to be really sad for her then. I once again feel bad that I hated Ollie. He just reminded me too much of Gregory from FNAF Security Breach, especially Ruin, where I just didn't like Gregory in that. Let me try and get caught up over on Twitch. Nora says, I have a sore throat, but I've downed so much vitamin C within the past 48 hours that it's almost all gone. Fun fact, chat, you cannot overdose on vitamin C. If you could, I would be dead. I'm not kidding. I've had so much vitamin C today and yesterday. Yeah, because I think your body just like flushes it out if there's any excess, I think. Nora said, I'm going to sleep. Bye. Good night, Nora. Again, get feeling better. Happy early birthday. Hope you have a good birthday tomorrow. Magpie says, quote, I feel like we're getting close to the end. Logan says, standing literally in front of the end. And a timestamp, 1 hour, 34 minutes. I'm only 12 minutes behind on Twitch. It's the home stretch to get caught up. Quick says, well, now what? Well, in the past, before I started multi-streaming on YouTube, if we ended early, I'd be like, switch to a different game. But I do feel like that because on YouTube, you gotta have like the thumbnail and all that stuff. Like I probably am just gonna end a little bit early tonight. So Twitch, do you have raid suggestions? But Queen Katie, good news! Poppy Playtime is over now. So hopefully you can be back to all of our streams. Crystal said, so, ... what you playing next? And Green, let me find some raids. Thank you very much, Crystal. Yeah, like anybody, let me know if you gotta let me know here or over on Discord, some feedback on those other games coming up next. I'd appreciate that. Queen Gator said, the one time I came here for once and is fully awake, Logan finishes the game early. I'm sorry, I guess I was just too good at the game. I do feel bad because there were obviously like a ton of things that we missed that I thought like so much of the time. And this is actually something I really don't like about this game series. I'm sorry if I'm going to be negative for a brief moment here, but thank you, Baku. How you doing, Baku? Welcome, welcome. Did you just get here right as we just finished the game? Okay, but here's what I was going to say. I feel like there's so many rooms you get to that I can't tell whether or not it's like, okay, I have to finish the puzzle before moving on, or I'm supposed to like leave and come back. Like in that one maze with all the poppy goop everywhere, there were all those names on the wall and we were lighting up the things and we didn't light up the last name because I looked what I thought was everywhere and I couldn't find the final knob to turn. And so I thought, okay, well, maybe I'm going to come back. And apparently not. Same with the piano thing that we had, like the advanced piano notes, and eventually felt like, okay, maybe we need to do the tea party and then I'll be able to do the piano afterward. And then the tea party didn't go well. And I feel like maybe that's intentional. Maybe it's designed like that to get you to want to replay games. But I'm also just the type of person who doesn't like to replay an entire game just to see one little secret. So I'm not a fan of that, but anyway. And I see Crystal has some raid suggestions. I was copying those over while I was talking. Thank you very much, Crystal. Hang on. I need a sip of water. That was a little bit more than a sip. Crystal says, laughing. Oh, an AMC with hydrate command. I just did, but I'll do it again anyway. Thank you, AMC. On AMC says, ad. I'm so sorry, AMC. Sorry if you got stuck in an ad. I hope it was short. I wish I could turn off ads like completely over on Twitch. I'm sorry. Queen Katie says, to be fair though, I was working on art and lurking, but still, can you tell us what the art is of, Queen Katie? Falling says, are you going to play chapter 6 when it comes out, like as like a special thing, or are you going to wait until you finish the game you were playing as the short-term one? I guess it depends on how we're doing at the time. Like if there's an opening in the schedule, we might. I might also, when the next chapter comes out, just wait until it goes on sale. This one, it was just, we went back and tried out chapter 4, and that went well enough. They're like, all right, let's go right into chapter 5. Oh, and Crystal with one more raid suggestion. Thank you very much, Crystal. I will copy that one over as well. So, we probably have enough raid suggestions now, but I guess if anybody has any last minute ones you need to sneak in, feel free to do so. Magpie says, I think the implication is Ollie is the kid who became the prototype. Ollie is on the phone, was acting to bring Poppy closer to him, possibly. Okay, so that's interesting. Because my assumption, as I said before, was that Ollie was like a friend, or in this case, YouTube chat said a sibling of Poppy, and the prototype killed him and replaced him. Because the prototype can impersonate all the voices. But that would be interesting if the prototype is Ollie. Do you think Poppy knows that? Because I feel like I gotta rewatch the scene that we had at the end of the last chapter then, when the prototype revealed that he was, because I feel like Poppy had asked some questions like, you know, Ollie, did you kill him or something? So if he is, I wonder if she knows that. Interesting theory, though, at the very least. Crystal says, I think it'll depend on the schedule when it comes out. If Logan plays long games and these short ones, then he'll probably play it. I want to get in the habit of, because we had a period of time we were playing Metaphor and Ace Attorney Investigations 2, and it was 2 long games. We were playing the same games for such a long time. People on Discord were even starting to complain about it sometimes. I'd like to maybe have one really long game, like maybe once we're done with 100 Line, do Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Something like that. I don't know how much longer we're going to do 100 Line. We're almost to the true ending. And I don't know how difficult it'd be to get the happy ending after that. So we may just kind of wrap that up soon as well. But then have like smaller games interspersed, alternating with the longer one. Maybe? AMC says, objection! All the bosses are kids or staff. Which is probably bad that we have killed so many of them. Quigita says, I honestly never liked these kind of kiddie horror games because I remember when Poppy first came out, I freaking saw toys for it in the real life kids sections in stores, and it's an icky feeling for me. I don't know why. I think it depends. I personally think that there is a kind of an odd craving that kids have to be scared. Like kids want to go to haunted houses and to be spooked and things like that. Poppy Playtime, I think that the main complaint I would have, because there's not like a whole lot of gore in it, but it is a bit predatory. It's not really microtransactions, but the way that every chapter is going to cost like $20 when it comes out. But to each their own. I mean, that's a legitimate point of view, Queen Katie. AMC said Logan is repeating himself. Am I? That makes sense. Baku says, what's up? Welcome, Baku. And there's where Tiff did the re-up on the sub. Thank you again, Tiff. Crystal says, hi, Baku. And then Crystal is saying to Tiff. Queen says, I'm so excited to give Nora her birthday gift soon. I'm doing it right at midnight. I drew something for her. After you give it, are you going to be able to share it on Discord so we can all see? Or, I mean, let us know. Magpie says, because it's toys with children stuffed inside them, made cutesy, and put into real-world stories, which feels cyclical and cursed. It is weird when you think about it, if they've established, my understanding is, and I'll check YouTube chat in a second here, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, my understanding is all the little toys, like the small smiling critters that we're seeing, those are the orphans, right? And so if they're the orphans, there was the time in the last chapter we were underground going toward the prison, and there were mountains of those things dead. And so, if so, this game has got to have a record for the most number of children killed. Now, to be fair, they're orphans. So it's like, not only the parents are going to be upset, but still, that's a lot of dead kids. Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. 3 says, do you know that was the mimic using Gregory? I do. Yes, I think we figured that out. I think, maybe? Or is that maybe that's just a game theory? I'm not, because there's a mimic spin-off game that I haven't played yet. But, I mean, it was obvious. But either way, it still kind of tainted Gregory in my mind. Katrina says, yeah, when is your next stream? Also, there was audio messages that confirmed Ali became the prototype. Okay, interesting. So thank you for the confirmation on that. So your question was the next stream. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We don't stream on Wednesday. Thursday is going to be the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Friday, I will announce on Discord tomorrow what that is going to be. So let me once again cross-post over between the two chats. I should do this more often. Our link tree, because this has all of our social media, including a Discord invite for those who are interested. So I'll be posting that tomorrow. As I said, I am leaning heavily toward doing like a one-off continuation of Hollow Knight on Friday. Just to kind of see what happens. Because like I said, my Hollow Knight shorts, when I posted them 2 weeks ago on TikTok, they tanked. They got horrible numbers. And then I posted them on YouTube and they're like popping off like crazy. And so it's like, oh, maybe I ought to give that another try. But then yeah, for next week, the 2 games I'm most heavily leaning toward are The Outer Wilds or Nausea. I'm leaning a bit more toward The Outer Wilds. I think part of it's because I'm just so curious to find out what it's about, because everybody says you got to go into it blind. But I will post tomorrow officially what we're going to be doing. Regardless, like all these games I have, I will get around to eventually, I hope. Barring some horrible unforeseen accident that like breaks both my arms and makes so I can never play games again. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Callie says, we are still looking for the orphans since chapter 1. Okay, because Poppy had said, we got to rescue the orphans. That's like her whole thing. The orphans are like, didn't she say they're like being held somewhere, they're asleep? But aren't the little smiling, I'd assume the smiling critters were also orphans. That maybe they're the ones that got turned into monsters and are all feral and running around, which really makes that scene that we saw of Huggy Wuggy tossing them into the paper shredder really twisted. So I'd assume maybe there were some that were still human? Maybe, something like that. We still don't know much about what our character is, right? Other than he's like a disgruntled former employee. And then Callie says, Doey is 3 kids all mushed together. He's got a deep voice. So I do wonder how much time has passed as well. We know how much time has passed because we've seen the notes. They're like from the 90s and early 2000s. So I think the Doey kids grew up, maybe? possibly. And we saw one of them fall into a vat, right? And Callie says, that is why he has 3 hands on him. Yeah, and when in his mouth, he's got like the 3 little faces in there. Because we did see it was either a cassette tape or a note that talked about the 3 different experiments that were merged together for him. So that's a little bit of lore I did pick up on. I am sure I missed a lot of notes and tapes. Back over on the Twitch chat, Magpie says, or rather, Baku says, sorry, I fell asleep watching ASMR because when I get bored, I like to just listen to it. I like Giblet. Okay, so AMC does like Giblet. But Baku, I mentioned before, I'm not big on ASMR. I feel bad. I always forget to check my DMs. I technically have on all of my social media accounts. I don't have any restrictions on DMs, but I never check them. And I just happened to notice that I got a DM from like some other streamer on one of the platforms, just like saying hi. I can't remember exactly. Maybe just like, like your content or whatever. And I feel bad because like an ASMR streamer, it's like I don't know what to say that because like I don't want to lie and say, oh, I love your ASMR too, because it's not my thing. But that's just me. I won't yuck your yum. Baku says, so I was late, but I'm just glad you made it here, Baku. As I said, y'all are like wizards. You're neither early nor late. You arrive precisely when you need to. That's mainly Jorge, our good friend Jorge. But I think that can apply to you guys as well. AMC says, same. Quickett said, well, midnight my time, because she's in Central and I'm in Eastern time zone. Crystal says, I'll give Nora her gift, Tom. I'm assuming that's short for tomorrow, but now I'm also just going to assume it's a person named Tom that you're giving to her. Baku says, Fuga! That's possible. We got to check extemporaneous countdown and how many months I got to wait for Fuga. I have technically played it like 3 times on stream before. AMC says, and technically Logan's hands were all up in giblets. Oh. I'm gonna have to wash my hands after this. Crystal says, sigh, no Fuga. Crystal says, nausea. Falling says, the Outer Wilds. Quickity says, nausea. Falling says, time loops are so cool. Tiff says, nausea. Crystal says, oh, Katie, did you finish the anime? Falling says, I'm outnumbered. No. Quickity says, I got sick, but tomorrow for sure. Crystal says, sorry, Falling. Baku says, Hollow Knight, cause Taco really likes it. Falling says, yeah. Crystal says, okay. AMC says, Holo Taco. Crystal says, is Outer Wilds looping to, if you know, please don't tell me. I want to go in as blind as possible when we do play that one. It was given a glowing recommendation by a friend of mine at work, and she just was like, no, it's an amazing game, and like was intentionally not telling me, but she was hyping it up. So, and I trust her judgment, so I'm just interested in checking it out. Baku says, I miss Taco. Where is Taco tonight anyway? Queen says, also, so funny you say that Noji is also a time loop game. Chris says, oh wow, lucky number. Falling says, perhaps. I only glanced at a quick Google summary. Is that a spoiler? I think like that, because someone else had mentioned that before. Like, as long as we don't go more into details, that's probably fine. Tiff says, I haven't played Outer Wilds, but I hear it's good. My vote is obviously Noji, but I'll watch either. I would also be cool with Hollow Knight. We'll get to all of them. It's just a question of what order. Chris said, no, not really a spoiler. Falling says, okay, good. Queen says, yeah, I'm up for Outer Wilds too, but we all know I'd love to see Noja. I was just playing Noja on my Xbox today and failing hard. Crystal says, Katie will definitely love Noja. Falling says, also true with protein. Also true with protein, your body can only process about 35 to 45 grams at a time, so it's all expelled. Okay, I actually have been wondering that, because I go to the gym, I work out, I try to stay in good shape, and every now and then I'll see like videos will pop up on my social media feed where it's like, here's some tips for, getting thick gains or something like that. And one of them's always talking about the amount of protein you should take. It's like, you should take this many grams of protein per pounds that you weigh. And it sounds like a lot. And I just know that my old cat before my current one, I love my current cat, but I also love my old cat. She eventually got old and passed away from kidney disease. And I remember one thing the vet said is that cats, because they have a carnivorous diet, they eat a lot of protein. And it eventually wears down their kidneys. And so even if you flush out the extra protein, is it hard on your kidneys, or is that just like a cat thing? Because I don't want my kidneys to fail. Quickity says, yay, I can ruin my sleep schedule again. AMC says, woo. Falling said, my health teacher went really into depth in his college days and the 80-gram protein packs he took. Chris says, I have the lucky Obies. I have 77.7K Obies. Well, I guess I was going to say never spend them, but you'll keep getting more of them. AMC says, or is Logan too slow? He stretched out the last 30 minutes to 2 hours. Oh crap, we're almost at 2 hours. We ended the game almost a half hour ago. It's just a chatting stream. We're just decompressing. We're talking about the game now. Over on YouTube, let's see, Callie says, we come 10 years after the Hour of Joy. Okay, that's good to know, because the Hour of Joy, I remember watching the video for that, so that's putting into perspective, I guess, not only what time period the game took place in, but what time period we are in now. So thank you, Callie. And then Callie says, So they have been toys for more than a decade. So then why are the... I was about to say, why are the orphan toys still so small? It's because they're toys. Toys, obviously, they're not going to grow. That was the whole thing that Dr. Arkins said, is that it's about immortality, right? Katrina says, both tape and note for Doey. Yeah, because we saw like a tape that where the parents of one of the kids came, and then he presumably killed the parents. But yeah, there was definitely at least 1 or 2 notes that talked about all the different experiences. It was like there was a number and then ABC. It's been a while so I don't remember exactly. Callie says, yeah. Katrina says, lore talk time. I enjoy lore talk. To be honest, I just love talking to you guys. That is my favorite part of the stream. I always feel so bad that I have to scramble so quickly through it. I wish I was a big streamer and could do just more chatting streams without anything to talk about, just reading the chat, because I love hanging out with all you guys. Baku says, teehee, I love doing the Tomcat sound. One of these days, you got to thank Wendy Wonka over on our Discord. She was the one who won some contest that we did and picked that out as a sound redeem as a prize. Magpie says, I got things I got to do. I'm going to bounce. Have a nice evening, Logan. Good night, Magpie. Thank you for popping in here, for hanging out for a while. Appreciate you. Have a good rest of your night. We said, well, the art is for my belated birthday / affiliate stream sometime this month. It's a very important thing. Oh, make sure you remind us when that is. AMC says, wait, did you see your VOD of looking for the code? And did you see the 2? No, I didn't. Where was it? Where was it? I am going to go back because and watch the VODs very soon because, yeah, but I didn't. Where was it? Falling said, I actually have not seen much content with Ace Attorney, so have one of those be the long-term games would be cool. Well, we played like all the mainline games, so now it's a spin-off that's like set in the past, and it's 2 games that are in a collection, but they're very long. They're a lot of fun. You're like a defense attorney who's like helping people who are wrongly accused of murder. Baku says, I like crying. I don't know why. It's like I love watching / reading angst and crying. A lot of people do like that. I like the emotions, but I was always raised, like my dad was very strict about that type of thing. He was like, you don't cry. If you do, I'll give you something to cry about. You know, this is an old fashioned type of dad. So I was always raised to repress my emotions. And so when we have stuff like that final episode of The Walking Dead, and I came close. I was like, I could feel my eyeballs wanting so bad to expel tears. And the emotions are very cathartic, but it's like, I just have these built-in instincts. They're like, no, don't cry. Quiga says, yeah, I'll share the Nora gift in the mornings once she sees. Yeah, do make sure she sees it first, obviously. It'll be quite the ride, lol. Greatest Attorney is one of the best Ace Attorney games of the entire series. Well, it can't be the best, because I don't know, because Penny Nichols obviously won't be in it. Unless it'll be like her ancestor, who's even more adorable. Falling says, me and you are one and the same. Tabaku. Queen says also, Logan, you have one choice left for the 100-line truth ending. So once that's done, unless you want to try for the happy ending, which spoiler chat will figure out that, because I don't know what it is, you're pretty much done with that game. Well, and I was saying, once that's done, maybe that's when we'll go into 100-line. The only question at that point is, do we want to take a brief break, like for a week or two, and then get or go straight into it? But yeah, I should. What I think I will do. My plan is for the 100-line is once we get the true ending, I want to go back and look up like how many choices that you have to make for the happy ending. Like, and if it is another thing where it's gonna like, oh, this will be another 30 streams, then I might just say like, okay, you know, in my own time and just call it there. But we shall see. Baku says, Taco was tired, so they went to sleep. I mean, I saw them today, but still, I still miss them. I love how, like, good friends you two are. Falling says about 2 grams per kilogram of body weight, I think. Problem is, I don't know how many kilograms I weigh. I'm on the Imperial system. I know I'm like 165 pounds, which I would like to weigh a bit more. I've always been very lean, very thin, but I don't know what that is in kilograms. A timestamp for Queen Katie, 2 hours, 7 minutes. Wait, 2 hours, 7 seconds, sorry. I am 4 minutes behind. I'm almost caught up. Over on YouTube, and Katrina says, happy. Oh, for the lore talk time? I enjoy it. I should also do more stuff over on Discord, like Discord community game nights that are just off stream over there. Quickita says, yeah, lol. Tiff says, only one way to find out. I'm gonna go eat 1 million grams of protein. I'll see what condition my kidneys are in /J. Yeah, don't risk your kidneys. I have friends who have had to have kidney transplants. And it's like, fortunately, like one of my friends who had a severe one, another one of our like a mutual friend really stepped up and donated a kidney, and that's great. It's wonderful. I can't imagine like the amount of sacrifice that takes, and it's great. It's wonderful. It's inspiring. But I always worry because like you have to be on immunosuppressants for the rest of your life in order to make sure that your body won't reject your new transplant. And then that can make you really susceptible to other diseases, and there's just like so many dangers for the rest of your life. I see Queen said, might as well put up the text that says, we finished the game at the hour mark. We're just being bad at winding down. You know what? I really should, like, set up a text thing, an asset in here, have it, like, set to stretch across the screen, and just do stuff like that, especially when it's like, hey, we'll be back to the game. I just want to chat for a while. So you're right, Queen Katie. I should set up something like that. Because then if I have it all set up, I'll be able to like type it and just customize it each night. Right now, I think it'd take a bit too much time for me to figure that out because I'm bad at that stuff. Falling said, do you think we could stretch the stream into 2 hours, 3 minutes? Oh, we're already at 2 hours, 5 minutes. We have stretched beyond that, Falling. AMC says, I was going to recommend you wash your hands and probably dry them with the paper under the sink. Like the rolls of spare toilet paper under the sink? Also, I know Lyman is somewhere in his sink. Also, it's a good reminder. I need to get some more paper. I'm almost out of it for my printer. AMC says, but you brute forced it. I did. I brute forced both of them because I don't know. The other one, especially where we were, where Huggy Wuggy was chasing us, because he killed us so many times. This one, I probably should have taken more time. I was a bit in a rush because I felt like we had more game to go. That was a mistake. Baka says, I love hurt/no comfort fix on AO3, especially Bat Family, where they completely disregard Bruce as a father figure and pushing him away, or Nightwing hallucinating Jason after he dies. Baku, you need to talk to Magpie more about Batman stuff. I love Batman as well, but I feel like you guys are both really into it. And that is the thing, like, I'm the type of person, if I had, like, OCs or was writing fanfic, you ever see the people who are like, yes, here's my OC, I will make this person's life pain. AMC said, I wouldn't want to do that. I would want, like, challenges, but I'd ultimately want a happy ending. AMC says, and if you see it on Twitch with the chat every time I reacted, was when I noticed the note, but you were focused on Huggy, so it was, like, visible? It was out in the open somewhere? Are you kidding me? Oh, man. That's part of the problem with me not seeing, like, the live chat stuff. Quiga said, thank you for the very, yay, Logan finished the game early, and we yapped for a long time stream. Bago says, ooh, I have 367 OBs. Crystal says, we didn't even have to try. Logan did it on his own. Falling said, 1 kilogram is about 2-ish pounds, but I just looked at the first Google result I saw, so maybe don't listen to me. I can't rely on Google anymore. Google searches, Amazon searches are awful too. Anytime recently I've tried to look up a product to buy on Amazon, I'll type in the product and it'll just be like, here's a bunch of things vaguely in that same category. It's like, no, this is what I'm looking for. This is the brand of cat treat or computer component or whatever I'm looking for. Why can't you just show me what I'm looking for, Amazon? Why? Why Twitch Bezos? Let's see. Crystal says, also doing one of my New Year's resolutions, watching Legally Blonde. I need to do that still. Oh, the end of chat is almost in sight. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Crystal says, doing it after the stream. Well, you'll get an early start on it today. Also, maybe it'll be good if we wind down early because this green blazer is toasty. I am sweating bullets in here. Let's see. That I do after the stream. AMC says the code was in a paper under the sink. Thank you, AMC. If I ever go back, I will look for that. Thank you, AMC. Quiga says, yes, enjoy the blonde. AMC says, brisk bear. Oh, there we go. One more raid suggestion. So let me copy that down. So we've already got plenty, but I'll add that to the list because we'll be checking those out in a little bit. Thank you very much, AMC. Oh, and I see we have a first-time chatter down at the bottom of the chat. Lily Love Braids! Lily Love Braids, we went back after you fell, and we saw that your body was gone. I'm headcanoning that you're still alive, because you were fun. A little bit yandere, but you're fun. I'm almost caught up to chat, Lily Love Braids. I read every comment in chat, and I'm like scrambling now that we finished the game to get caught up, so I will get there. We finished way early. We usually go for 3 hours. We finished like an hour early tonight. I'm like, I don't know what to do. But thank you for the raid suggestion, AMC. Chris says, anything is AI searched in Google, bruh. I know it's the worst. Baku says, I also love Joker, Junior Tim, creeping post-crowbar Jason Todd. The fan art of it so good. Like from the Batman Beyond Return of the Joker movie. Chris says, almost there. There's Lily Lovebraid saying, I'm legally purple. Ah, Queen Katie should be friends with you because Queen Katie loves purple. How are you doing, Lily Lovebraid? Since you're new, let me give you the quick rundown of the channel. Actually, hang on tight, because I will be recapping this in just a moment as soon as I catch up to chat. But thank you for being here. Crystal says, hi, Lily. Baka says, oh my gosh, Crystal, I just realized you hanged your name. Lily says, hi. See, that is the enthusiasm with a hi I would expect from Lily Lovebraids. Crystal said, thank you for the very piercing stream. Tiff says, I didn't even realize you were wearing a blazer, because I gotta wear green. St. Patrick's Day, I am not getting pinched. If you guys pinch me, I gotta pinch you back 10 times. Lily says, I'm hurt, but okay, I'm glad. Because you're kind of adorable in this game in a crazy sort of way. I do need to go back and someday find, oh, it's Lily Lovebraid, since I would assume you're a mega fan of this game based on your name. Do you know what I was supposed to do with that, like advanced piano sheet music? Because there was one and it had like an orange heart and I couldn't figure out how to do it. I couldn't. I was so sad. Crystal says, oh my gosh, I just noticed two laughing. Yes, purple is gray. Lily Lovebraid says, I'm okay, I'm okay. I'm ... I'm okay. Crystal says, great. Quiggy says, purple. And there's some commands there. Baku says, purple, is that a Gojo reference? Crap, what did he call it? Infinity Purple? What was the name of it? Chris said, no, because the purple is not hollow. Baku says, take the amplified and the reversal, smash them together. Hollow purple. That's what it's called. Hollow purple. Why did I think infinite purple? Lily says, the color doesn't matter. Just press. Baku says, but can I hollow out the purple? There! 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 7 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night on Twitch. Am I still caught up over on YouTube? Callie says, I gotta go bye. I love purple. Good night, Callie. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you. Okay, now I can give the rundown and everything, especially for our new friend, Lily Lovebraids. And this is also for any other lurkers that are out there. If you stuck around through that mad dash to catch up to chat, my hat's off to you. So yeah, Lily, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We are right now alternating between our main game, 100 Line, Last Defense Academy, and what was that? Oh, thank you for the follow. Which is amazing because you haven't seen us do like any actual gameplay. And so if you're still like on board with us despite that, I will take that as a very good sign. So thank you. But yeah, so the main game that we're playing is 100 Line Last Defense Academy. So that's what we're going to be playing next stream on Thursday. Friday, I'm going to be announcing tomorrow on our Discord what's going to be replacing Poppy Playtime because we just beat Chapter 5. I'm leaning heavily toward maybe doing another one-off of some Hollow Knight, possibly doing The Outer Wilds or Nausea. But I will be posting that on Discord. In fact, looks like the Streamlabs just automated it. There is our link tree. I'm going to copy this over to YouTube as well. That has all of our social media, including a Discord invite, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, all that stuff. So yeah, I'll be posting that tomorrow. And then on Thursday is going to be 100 Line. Friday is going to be whatever that is. And yeah, let me take a look over at the raid suggestions we were given. I got to like refresh a lot of them because like for some reason Twitch has been freezing on me a lot lately. We are going to take the person with the fewest number of viewers here, which is this one. And we are ending a little bit early, Lily. We usually go for like about 3 hours. This is so sad though, because this means Vero is probably gonna like show up late and we're already be offline. But yeah, so we are gonna be winding down in just a moment here. We're gonna populate a raid. Let me make sure that I gotta read some more comments here. Crystal says, okay, fine. I guess if you have a Gojo reference. Baku says, cause infinite is Gojo's domain. Huzzah! Lily says, 'twas me! Crystal says, and thank you again, Lily, for the follow. I'm like a little bit worried because we just finished Poppy Playtime, but hopefully we can see you at future streams. I always love meeting new friends and hanging out in the games we play. See, and Crystal says, huzzah! Baku says, like Infinite Void, Corn Pops! Infinite Void Corn Pops? Crystal says, Twitch has been twitching more this year, and Baku says, lol. Yeah, so let's see if we can populate a raid here. Because I just noticed we have had some lurkers dropping out here. I should not waste time. I feel like lurkers, like as soon as they hear me say, okay, he's winding down, he's recapping, all the interesting stuff is gone, we can take off, which is totally understandable. But we're populating a raid. Here is our raid message. So everyone on the Twitch side of the chat can copy that over to your clipboard. And over on YouTube, let's see. Oh, there was like a little bit more. Katrina says, yes. Oh, Jennifer Z. Mitch says, huggy wuggy and kissy Missy dies and the doctor is back. Yes, we saw that. I hope you weren't trying to spoil us by saying that before we got there, but we just finished it. But thank you for being here, Jennifer. Callie says, huggy and kissy can't die. I refuse to give in. Well, maybe they get plopped into the goop and get healed as well, because like, Huggy Wuggy got stabbed through the chest like we did, so there's precedent for survival. Callie says, okay, now bye. Good night, Callie. Thank you for being here. So once again, to recap, tomorrow is Wednesday. No stream tomorrow. I'll post on Discord the update on schedule. Thursday is going to be 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Friday is going to be a game announced tomorrow. And then it'll either be a new game or next week we'll have a new game. But thank you all for being here and hanging out. I really appreciate it. Sorry that we ended early now. Baku says 673 says good night, Logan. And everyone, Baku says good night. Again, I love and appreciate you all. You guys are the best community. Thank you for being here, for spending your evening with me, for having some fun playing this horror game. And over on Twitch, everybody enjoy the raid. Have a good rest of your night. Love and appreciate you all. Good night, everybody on Twitch. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. And over on YouTube, Katrina says, what was your favorite part? Mine was Lily Lovebraids. I did like her. I liked her, to be honest, a lot more than Giblet. No, I did like her. It was just the piano thing that was frustrating, but she was really fun. 3 says, good night, Logan, and everyone. Good night, everybody over on YouTube. And to those over on YouTube, I appreciate you as well, spending your time with me and being here. It means the world to me that all of you like take time out of your busy schedules to watch me play video games. So thank you. I love and appreciate all of you. Those on YouTube, those who are watching the VOD, good night as well.